What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Glad to have you all here. Happy New Orlando Scenery Day. We are here in New York, heading down to Orlando. J-Mac, what's going on? Welcome. Plato, good to see you. Mr. Dabup, hello. Plato says we should be departing Orlando, though. I feel like we're being robbed of an epic taxi experience. I thought about that, actually. I guess my thought is when there's an event and one field is the subject of the event, you fly into the event. Never, I mean, it's not like you can't fly out, but it's more interesting to fly in. That being said, I did think about a couple hours later, I was like, wait a minute, I should have done like Orlando to Atlanta and back, or Orlando to Nassau and back, but I digress. We're here in Kennedy, and we're going to be heading down to Orlando, check out the new Taxi2Gate scenery. J-Mac, I am in the Phoenix A320. Phoenix A320 by today. So let's head on in. Check out the plane. Oops. So we're mostly in cold and dark, so we're gonna turn on the power. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. The event doesn't start till 7 o'clock Eastern, which is about another hour from now. But my thought is we get off the ground, we fly in, we'll be there before Jacksonville Center rage quits. Is this FSX? It is indeed, Savage. It is indeed. How are you, Savage? Hope you're well. Also important to remember that this is a Jacksonville event. There are flight risks. If you don't catch it at the beginning, you might not. Exactly. Exactly. That's also why I'm starting an hour early. Usually, any other event, I would just start at 7 o'clock, but not tonight. I feel like we're better off doing this the right way, so to speak, and to get in there ASAP. Kennedy, Orlando, cool. Of course, you're assuming they're actually going to show up to the event, Plato. That's the other thing. Because let us not forget the wonderful event they had, I don't know how many months ago now, in which they just didn't show up to the event. That was fun. But you know what? Third time's the charm. Mr. Dab, I'm going from Orlando to Charlotte, and I'm still waiting for ATC. Oh, well, if you're waiting for ATC in Orlando, the event does not begin until 7. So that's probably why. Plato, that's me, always the optimist. Line on ref, return, win, request. Do you use any NVIDIA game filter on your sim? I do not, no. No filtering. I never saw the need for it because the sim is beautiful on its own. Not that I'm, if you use one, more power to you, but I've just never, I am 383 right now. I never really saw a point to it, personally. That's, all right, the cruise cost index is not 380. By the way, 38,000 feet seems pretty high, but the real world flight is doing that as we speak. So I'm like, well, if they can do it, we can do it. Let's get our fuel for today. Load the aircraft. Instant. 9.9. 56.6. I did see Boston Center is on, and a certain retired streamer is controlling over there. So I do kind of regret that we're not flying out of there, but I won't regret it when we get to Orlando about 20 minutes sooner. Is there any ATC on right now? Oh yeah, we got Kennedy Tower, New York Approach, and New York Center. No surprise that Washington Center is not on. All right, so we need 119.1. Although it looks like real world, yeah, departing 1 through right. All right, so 119.1. Let's get our clearance. One, two, three. Kennedy Tower, good evening. JetBlue 383 IFR to Orlando, please. JetBlue
383, Kennedy Tower, clear to Orlando Airport, Kennedy 5 departure. Fly heading 170, radar director is wavy, MS file. UK 5000.
Alright, that bug's really annoying. Sorry, you had the VATSIM bug where your audio went all wonky. What's after flight level 380?
JetBlue 33, departure frequency 120.80, squawk 1650.
Clear to Orlando via the Kennedy 5 departure, heading 170 on departure. Radar vectors Basie, then is followed 5000 on departures. Flight level 380, 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 1650, JetBlue 383.
JetBlue 383, correct. Expect 13 right for departure. Advise ready for taxi.
13 right for departure. Get the call for taxi 383. Yeah, that bug is
1483, contact New York
so annoying.
New departure, thank you for JetBlue 1483.
JetBlue 779, wind 160 at nav, runway 13 right at Papa Charlie, clear for takeoff.
Nice. Whoa!
Now we're going to 1549 heavy, we're clear, short of Bravo, ready for taxi. JetBlue 1549, we're 13 right, taxi via Sierra.
VATSIM doing oopsies
November,
today.
Papa.
Smiley face.
Thank you, Mr. Dab. Up 2 months. Legend. Thank you, sir.
Via Sierra,
Appreciate
Bravo,
you.
November, Papa, Jag 1549 heavy.
It's leopard, right? Yeah, leopard. I always get second guess myself on that. Thank you, Mr. Dab, up for the 2 months. And yeah, that VATSIM bug,
Delta 8,
super annoying.
taxi.
Unfortunately, it happens more often than
Delta 877,
prefer
over
to
13 right, taxi via right, Alpha, November,
Alright, 13
Papa,
right.
13 right.
sync,
Right, Alpha, November, Papa, and hold short, runway 13 right, Delta 877.
calculate. 1 down, 0.0, 64, 152, 153. Cool. Good, good, great. Departure frequency 128. All right, cool. Let's get everything out here in the MCP. Hope you're all doing well.
779, contact New York departure, have a good flight.
Over departure 20.8. Thank you, sir, for the flight. Have a good day. JetBlue 779.
Good day.
Strain. 5,000 on departure. Airport. Boom. Atsu. AOC. Receive messages. Load sheet. Accept. Return. Boop. Boop. Squawk code 1650. Getting good at remembering to put in my squawk code in. All right, we've got clearance to taxi out of here. So, oh, I gotta get my credit for my flight. My V Blue credit. VA we fly for.
401 heavy, towards for taxi.
The 401 heavy, runway 13 right, taxi via November, Papa, hold short 13 right.
We are November, Papa, and holding short 13 right, Lufthansa 401 heavy.
All right, cool. And we're gonna get the IRS aligned a little bit faster. Little workaround for the IRS to align faster in the Phoenix. Anybody behind us?
Giant 1549, give way to the Lufthansa A340 coming out of November.
Giving way, Giant 1549.
All right, just waiting for the APU, and we're gonna get out of here. Up.
75, finally ready for taxi.
Delta 495, runway 13 right, taxi via right, Alpha, November, Papa, hold short 13 right.
Available. Cool. Get
Papa,
rid
November, Papa, hold short
of that.
13 right, Delta 595.
Good. Good, great, grand. Push back and departure. And I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Lufthansa 401, are you going to be moving anytime soon, or do you need a minute?
I didn't get my taxi.
Hello, Captain.
That's
We're
not
ready
what I
for
was.
pushback.
That's not what I was thinking. Oh, I know the crank. That's it.
Lufthansa 401, can you tell?
Lufthansa 401 heavy, go ahead.
Lufthansa 401, are you going to be taxiing anytime soon, or do you need a bit more time?
No, I started to roll and Lufthansa 401 heavy.
Alright, gotcha.
Oh, Doing that.
Pass pin inserted.
Not what I wanted. Keep hitting slew instead of the insert button. What I really want.
Delta 1214, ready to taxi.
That's what I want.
14, right, 13, right, taxi, right, Alpha, November, Papa, hold short 13, right.
Nose right?
Taxi, runway 13 right via Alpha, November, Papa, and then where should we hold short? Hold short 13 right,
Nose
Delta
right.
1214.
Locking gear.
Pretty sure.
On the 401, give way to the Delta, currently on November.
Come on. A little loud.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake release.
Commencing push.
Turning one.
Engines clear. Start at will.
I used to do actually. And the camera would stay still. Turning two. I always feel like GSX like pushes back way too far. It's always like it does a really good job of pushback. I'm not, denying it, but like this part, like we should have stopped.
Please set parking brakes.
About
Waiting your
20
confirmation
feet
for
earlier.
good engine start.
Kennedy Tower, good 8, and 15, Lima, ready to check.
Good engine start.
KLM 15, Lima, Kennedy Tower, check at 5.
All right, engine 1 is good. Engine 2 is coming online as we speak. There it is. We can turn that off. Gotta wait for the crew to get out of the way.
Setting off in 10 minutes.
Oh man. Gotta get out of here. We should be out of here before he signs off. Give us legit 10 minutes, not Jacksonville 10 minutes, which is about 30
Good
seconds.
takeoff for runway 13 right, Delta 877.
On the 401 heavy, grade 13 right, line up the wake.
Delta 401 heavy, landing up and brake 13 right.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
All right, here
Left is clear. Right is clear.
we go. Oop, 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 oop. And
Delta 1214, Delta 1214, you want us to turn left on Alpha or right on Alpha?
That's a 1214, that's a right on Alpha.
here we go. Let's get taxi out of here.
Right on Alpha, 1214.
Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 383, ready for taxi with information Gulf on board.
JetBlue 383, or 13 right, taxi out right Alpha, November Papa, hold short 13 right.
Taxi 13 right, Alpha November, Papa, hold short 13 right, JetBlue 383.
That's a 1214, check your squawk, 6620.
Squawk 6620, 1214.
That's a 595, check your squawk, 4007.
Well, they don't have a
4007.
good, Plato, I got good news for you. While we're not going to be stuck here on the ground, we do have a very long taxi, 13 right, from where we are. We're pretty much on the exact opposite of the field. So, you do get a taxi stream. Hopefully a V1 taxi stream. So it's Alpha November Papa. I didn't even look left. I hope nobody's turning. I just cut them off.
Delta 877, New York departure closing. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good flight.
Oh man.
8 Delta 877, boy.
There's that guy. New York Center's off too? Well, I see them both on. I'm guessing they New York approaches.
Delta 401
Okay.
heavy with 160 at 9 or 13 right clear for takeoff.
13 right clear for takeoff into the 401.
Is it me or is Spirit the same as Ryanair?
13 right, line up and
Definitely some truth to that. What happened to my flaps here? What? Slats. Woo! Noah! Noah, keep the center line. Yeah, Spirit and Ryanair... I don't know, Ryanair has that whole reputation for like terrible or very, very firm landings. I think Spirit is just has a reputation for being cheap and bad, that's all. Alright, so we're continuing down Alpha, then it's right Alpha, then November, it's like Castle, right? Yeah.
Delta 401 heavy, New York departure closing. Radar frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
Oh, holy moly.
Change approved. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening. This is the first right now.
Big boy. That's the best part of VATSIM right there. You love seeing the traffic. Keep it right on Alpha. Looks like we're gonna be like the last plane out of here. I know there's another plane, 2 planes ahead of us. Yeah, someone on the runway and a Delta. Oh, I don't know what that guy's doing. Maybe he's taxiing to the runway as well. All right, so then we're gonna make a. When we get to right past Quebec, make a left onto November to get us to Papa. Savage says my wife didn't go on a trip once because Spirit was the only reasonably priced airline. Dude, I wouldn't fly Spirit. I'm with your wife on this one. I don't know that I would like. As an example, it's not Spirit, but it was my wife's cousin got married in Asheville, North Carolina, and the only airline that flies to Asheville is Allegiant from Orlando.
13 right clear for takeoff. Giant 1549 heavy.
And we did not go primarily because of that. I mean, that was really the thing because we're like, well, I'm not driving for 10 hours for a cousin's wedding. And yeah, Allegiant is a bridge too far. Coming up on our left turn. Another big boy taking off out of here. 747. Very nice.
KLM 15 Lima, County Tower, clearance, I'm class coming number 1.
Alright, here's Quebec.
I'm sorry, say again.
November should be our next turn.
KLM 15 Lima, clearance, I'm class, timing number 1. I won't get in 1 Delta 595 or 13 right, line for wake.
13 right, Benway, Delta 595.
KLM 15 Lima, after clearance, advise ready to copy. Ready to copy. KLM 15 Lima, cleared to the Amsterdam Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, fly heading 110, radar vectors Grecky.
Oh yeah, we got a radar vector out here. Not that it matters anymore.
Flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure.
Heading 170.
Frequency offline, squawk 6732. Very sorry, could you type it out for me for KLM 15?
Hey Brendan, I'm convinced Spirit seats our military surplus from transports. It'll be interesting to see what happens with JetBlue. I mean, I think JetBlue said early on in the acquisition they were going to JetBlue eyes, if you will, Spirit, but
15 Lima, expect PVC shortly.
I'm not sure if that's how accurate that'll be. I was looking at Fantastic a couple times today. I was kind of surprised there wasn't more traffic into Orlando given the new scenery launch. I know we'll talk about some of the issues the scenery has off the bat, but like when Tampa got released, there was like a ton of flights down there.
Giant 5049, your departure offline, to Unicom, have a good flight.
Should we hold short here with this guy?
I'll see you, Giant 1549 heavy.
I guess so. I don't have to go all the way.
Delta 595 with 160 at 9, right 13 right, clear for takeoff, caution with turbulence.
Delta 595, clear for takeoff, 13 right.
Delta 1214, right 13 right, left and wait.
Landing from late runway 13 right, Delta 1214.
All Tampa does suck. Yes. Is the Chili's modeled? Actually, I've not looked. I just I did cheat a little bit, and I just verified the scenery worked, as in it loaded in. But that's all I've done. I did not want to ruin the surprise, even for myself. But I hope, Savage, you appreciated the thumbnail for this video. Flight 10, take your seats for departure. What the hell is that? Oh, those are lights. Right? Is that what I just saw? Or is it anti-aliasing? I'm not sure. Probably the best view over here. I mean, Mr. Dab Up, I'm going to go one step further. Any default scenery is pretty terrible if it's not handcrafted. I mean, at one point, I just got sick of it, and I was like, I'm picking up almost any payware scenery for an airport that I fly into with any kind of regularity, because I can't deal with the default buildings are terrible.
At 9, right 13 right, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, Nate. Hey, Nate.
Clear for takeoff runway 13 right.
It's still like in the works, but JetBlue's buying Spirit.
Please make that turn to 110. And your departure offline, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
Frequency change approved. Delta 595, bye-bye.
JetBlue 383, right 13 right at Papa Charlie, left and wait.
Line up and wait, 13 right, Papa Charlie, JetBlue 33. One other advantage of doing this flight at 6 o'clock is there might actually be more sunlight. Yeah, Mr. Dabup, I just can't. Like, unless it's like a one-off, like, rando flight, I know I'll never go back there. I'm fine with default scenery, but otherwise I just can't do it. It's so bad when you see these, like, condos instead of, you know, obviously a terminal. I thought X-Plane always did a much better job with modeling that.
1214, your departure offline, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
Departure offline, frequency change approved, Delta 1214, thank you.
Did you get the Latin VFR San Juan? Yes. The Latin VFR San Juan is fantastic. One of their better sceneries that they have, for sure. I think they do a really good job overall, but like their San Juan is probably one of their best. Dare I say their best? I'm not even sure what would be better than that. Their Fort Lauderdale is IE. The Fort Lauderdale is pretty good. The Bradley's IE. I can't speak for the European ones. I don't know anything about it. But their San Juan is very good. Hit all my lights, right? Yep.
JetBlue 383 with 160 at 9, right 13 right, clear for takeoff.
13 right, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 383. Here we go. Airspeed's alive.
And for Kilo 15 Lima, we are ready to reset if able.
For KLM 15 Lima, I'm cutting off. You can live to your com.
80 knots. Check.
Okay, bye-bye.
D1. Rotate. Positive Rick, you're up. Autopilot on.
W383, your departure offline, please be changed, please. Have a good flight.
Over to Unicom. Thanks for being on today. Chapoo 33. Well, the good thing is.
Aircraft, views, Canada Tower is now setting off. Please monitor Unicom 122.8 and have a good flight.
Alright, climb mode. We're going direct wavy. I was to say, the nice thing about this departure 1-3 right is that we're going like bang on right to where we need to go. Usually with Kennedy, you got to circle around not a couple times. You got to circle around in order to get where you need to be. So, yeah. Put on the noise canceling headphones. And goodbye, New York. Nate says, my issue is where default has the tall terminals. Looks like it should be an LAX kind of building. Yeah. Like, they look like LaGuardia default scenery looks like, again, a condo building. That's like nails on the chalkboard for me. Brendan says, vertical sim Tampa has always been real tough on frames. MCO, seem okay to you? I've not actually like done much testing, Brendan. We'll know here in about an hour, 2 hours. I just verified that the scenery works, like it's there, and that's it. I did not want to ruin it, so to speak. Savage. Flaps. Up to 380. I forgot about this stuff. Kind of important. I wonder, Savage, you didn't. I mean, I don't know why you would. Like, I don't know anyone who has purchased the new Boston, like that one that came out not too long ago. Not obviously not the Fly Tampa. But like, man, imagine buying that. Although that being said, Savage, I don't know what you're doing, because now there's like, what, 3 different Philadelphias out? They can't even do default anymore for one flight? Brother, I'm with you on that. I gotta tell you, I struggle mightily to fly to somewhere with default. Like, if it's like a VATSIM event, and it's like a field that, you know I'm never going to again, but it's tough not to pull the trigger on it. If there's at least decent payware, right? I probably admit, so let's assume it's a one-off field for like a VATSIM event, but all there is freeware scenery. I don't know. Like, we did the flight this weekend to Nantucket. There's no payware scenery for Nantucket, but instead I purchased the, rather, I downloaded the, some freeware scenery for it. It's not great, but, you know. So it's just rough. Once you see the benefit of it, of the payware sceneries, it really makes a difference. All right, cool. There's nothing to look at. That's what I'm getting over here.
Mic check.
New York Unicom, United States.
Now I have my first job, so I can get airports and not be worth $15. Nice. Congratulations, Nate. That's awesome, dude. Man, it must feel great having a job, being able to pay, and not just being able to pay your bills and all that good stuff. That's fantastic, dude. Good for you. All right, 10,000 feet. Lights coming off. We stowed everything else. We're good there. And we are on our way.
United 1022 descending out of 6,700 for 3,000 on the approach to JFK 13 left, currently 23 miles north of the
I'm looking at the weather. I see the rain over Florida. I'm looking outside. Is it raining? I guess it could soon. It's not raining at my house. Anyway, 45 arrivals. Holy smokes. And the event doesn't begin for another 30 minutes. Holy moly. Baltimore, Kennedy, New York. Wow. Be busy. Jacksonville's to be on for 30 minutes before rage quitting. Dude, if they make it... I mean... you're not wrong. Oh, this whole Congo line is going to Orlando? This guy's going to Orlando. I'm going to... Okay, the Congo line is me and this guy. That guy's going to Miami. That guy's going to Orlando. The JetBlue that I think mocked me... Not mocked me, he just copied me on the way out. I think he's going to Orlando as well. He's also going to 38,000. Call Sheet up when you enter that tail of his airspace? Yes. What fixes that technically? I think it's like now. Simbrief, where are you? Wavy? Yeah, I'm in it now. Oh, yeah. 1, 3, 4, 7.
232 Power Tango, go ahead.
You can disregard.
Okay.
Boston Center, good afternoon. JetBlue 383, flight level 160 for 380, passing over Wavy.
Outside of my airspace, intercom, good flight.
Okay.
I know.
Boston Center, Lufthansa 401 Heavy.
That's it. He sounded like he was busy. And that $15 will be useful for the rest of MFS, you know? Right. $15 in Microsoft Flight Simulator is like about... it's about like when you walk into like a... I don't know. I can't come up with a good metaphor. It's gone very quickly is what I'm trying to say. All right, 18,000 feet, standard pressure. And we're on our way south. Savage, are you flying tonight? Where's Hallahan? He said he was flying this event. Is there any sightings of... Oh, he's going to be in a Delta tonight. Let's see. Delta... I'm not one to use VATSPI. I think that's going from White Plains to Orlando. But this would be more useful. I was debating streaming, but a comparatively better stream is on already. Thank you. Appreciate it. Not accurate, but thank you. Listen, I was getting... even before I even decided to stream, people were already yelling at me. What's his name? In the shed. Just simply Dave. Sheet has changed. I don't know if he'll get the joke. I don't know if he's in a joking mood. Because I would text him that he used to be cool. What happened? But was going to do Orlando to Fort Lauderdale, Orlando as silver. Oh, nice. I think someone else is actually doing that. Like, not that it matters. I thought somebody on Twitch was doing that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That'd be a fun one. I thought about it afterward, though, Savage. I probably should have done, like, Orlando to Nassau. Like, something short. Nassau is probably the closest flight to Orlando that JetBlue does. Because they don't go to Atlanta anymore. I mean, Spirit does. But, anyway. Dave's been listening, was driving, couldn't message. No worries, my friend. Hope all is well. Everything is great, man. Yeah, I mean, in New Orleans, but if you're going to do like an hour and a half flight, I might as well take off from Kennedy, which I have better scenery for. You know, if you're going to do like a really short flight, you know, an hour... Yeah, that's cool. Otherwise, I don't know. Could have done like DC. But I just thought, you know what? Kennedy's scenery is so nice. Why not? So nice they named the city twice. Well, hopefully we got a tailwind already, so that's good. And the event should be interesting. No doubt there will be... That's my Slack, sorry. Every time I stream, you guys, I haven't got a Slack message since, like, I don't know what time, this morning? And now they all come in over there. So I am pausing notifications. Probably should have done it tomorrow. I hope this Orlando doesn't have those hills in the taxiway. So there's two issues. Let's talk about the issues off the bat that we know about. And Taxi2Gate already told us these issues. And I'm pretty surprised that these are issues because they seem like really dumb issues to have. Number one, you need to have the handcrafted Asobo Orlando installed for the scenery to work, which I do, but that seems ridiculous because like every other scenery doesn't do that. I don't know how they thought, yes, that's a good idea. Like, why are we paying for the scenery? Obviously, because they're leveraging certain aspects of the scenery in order to get it out the door faster. So that's one issue. I would say that's a lesser of an issue because the next issue is worse. The next issue is that you need to turn photogrammetry off for the bridges to work. You heard that right. You need to turn off photogrammetry in Microsoft Flight Simulator for the scenery to work. Now, is there any other scenery that requires that? Because I'm not doing that. Now, I'm pretty confident that we're not going to have a problem because I think we're going to be able to get down to... I don't think we need to take the bridge because I think no matter which... If we come on 1-8 right, we don't need the bridge at all. But, yeah... Now, they've said, allegedly, according to an FS Elite article that I saw... We should read the comments. That'll be fun. According to an FS Elite article I saw today, their Taxi2Gate is working on a fix for that. But it begs the question, why? Why they would allow those two particular issues to be there, present for launch. I suspect they painted themselves in the corner when they said they were going to release the scenery on the 31st. And essentially, they realized at some point, that's problematic. And I guess rather than push back or delay the release, they've gone in this direction. The problem for them is it's going to basically off the bat sour their reputation. I mean, I'm not an expert in the marketing of Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons, but I am willing to bet. We're going to overtake this plane ahead of us. I just noticed. I'm willing to bet that the bulk, like 95% of the sales that any add-on does is done in the first, 24 to 72 hours. And if word on the street is your scenery is garbage or has major issues, that's really going to hurt sales. Or people are going to be like me and they're still going to buy it anyway. But I feel like yeah. I think that's going to cause them more problems than they've anticipated. Is that my problem with the hills on my MCO? I have the other MCO. No, that's nothing to do with anything, Nate. Everybody has that. That's just, I believe, did Tampa have that before the other scenery? It's just the Sobo scenery. It's not you. And it's not that, it's just the Sobo scenery wasn't great. It was good enough, but it wasn't great. Dave says, oh, sorry, Dave. Drive up to my friend's house tonight and got my new PC build. Nice. Looking forward to setting it up this weekend. Oh, you drove up to got it. You have a lot more self-control than I do, Dave. You got a new computer. I'm just like, I'm itching to get it set up. It's great when you get the new computer, though. Brendan says, exactly right. Just read the comments on SimMark and decided I'm not buying this. Yeah, I mean... Let's see the comments. We'll read the comments on both. Let's start with FS Elite. See if there's any. There weren't any when I looked at it because I think the article came out recently. Taxi2Gate. Also, they misspelled Mickey. It's Mickey. I know they're British. Oh, 17 comments. All right, I will attempt to read the comments, assuming there's not a ton of profanity here. Why even release it if no photogrammetry? That's a good point. I mean, again, I think it's because they painted themselves in the corner with the release date, which is why most developers don't have release dates unless they feel really good about it. What the hell is this banana software? Finish the product before asking me money for it. Well, to be fair, I'm not defending Taxi2Gate, but to be fair, the amount of developers that have released products that are not fully fleshed out for release and charging for it is a long list. GSX is like top of the list right there. So, you know, just saying. Not that it's right or wrong, but there's a lot of them that do that. Anyway, if it doesn't work with photogrammetry active, it's not ready to be sold. That I do agree with. And I do agree, $25 for an airport is a lot. That's the other thing. So the new scenery is $25, which is really expensive. And now I fly to Orlando so often in the sim that it's worth it to me. But man, like I feel like for scenery, in terms of scenery costs, you know, $10 and less is basically a gimme, no question about it, worth it. $15 is like, well, maybe if you really like the airport, and obviously 25 is a lot. But for me personally, I loved what Taxi2Gate has done in the past, but they pushed this one out too early. I'll wait for the patch. Yep. Turn off photogrammetry, no thanks. It's a world premiere. In order to use scenery, first turn off the best feature of MFS, then you need to let the default scenery activate. I know they said they're working on a fix, but why release scenery today? It's like most of us couldn't wait a few more weeks for an Orlando scenery. Add to this that in the past, Taxi2Gate was not really well known to deliver patches for the scenery, so I'd be really cautious and not boot. Well, too late for me. The days when these guys were top dogs, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, LOL, this is insane. Leave default airport on. That'll let you more FPS for having two sceneries in one airport. Turn off photogrammetry and charge $25. Taxi2Gate, respect your own selves first. Yikes. Let me see if they got this right. They're charging $25. That requires me to disable a key feature in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I also have to leave the Sobo handcrafted Orlando enabled because they're using the objects instead of making their own. Other devs have So according to this guy, they aren't using any Asobo objects. They created exclusion polygons with the Asobo MCO installed, and they're working on a patch to fix this. Rest assured, there's no duplicate buildings and/or default Asobo objects in the scenery. Okay, well, I'm not sure that's better or worse, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I felt like the comments actually aren't too bad. I feel like the banana software is kind of funny. But okay. We're on our way over here. I overtook, where am I? I think I overtook Delta 1214. Have I not? Yep, there it is. Back there. I don't know how I passed him quite so quickly, but okay. The thing is that we have another MCO, so get that instead of Taxi2Gate. What's the other one that we have, Nate? Do you mean the default Asobo one? Because there's no other scenery that I'm aware of. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, well, for the stream purposes, blah, blah, blah. But I also feel like I got the scenery. Well, I fly here a lot, and I really, really, really wanted the Charlie terminal, Terminal C. So but to be perfectly honest with all of you, I did not read any reviews. I went to Sim Market. I bought it. Then I went back. As I was waiting for it to download, I went to Sim Market, and then I saw the reviews, and I was like, oh my. Which do I have? Oops. 44 arrivals. Orlando ground is on right now. That guy's gonna be busy. Sim Market. Watch. There's probably like a patch already. Orlando. Yeah, the discount of like $3 if you purchased it from P3D is a little insulting. 4 reviews. The photogrammetry issue makes the bridge on Taxiway Juliet unusable. It should be as good as long as you avoid it. Which, as I said earlier, won't be a problem because they're landing south. Or they're landing, yeah, south. So, I I won't have to use that today. It is what it is. I mean, they'll patch it. I think there's at least enough pressure off the bat to get them to fix it. And then hopefully, hopefully it won't be too bad in the interim. I am disappointed, though. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so, again, I might love it, but it's a little disappointing the way that it started, in the sense that, you know, I think we all kind of really excited for the scenery, and we've had such a really good run on good sceneries lately, right? Kennedy, Tampa, Philadelphia. And now it seems like it's like, oh. Allahan! What's up, man? You're live now. I just DM'd you. You did? Where? Discord? Oh, yeah. Can I click on it, or is it, like, inappropriate? Hold on, I'll check it on my phone. Repositioning? You can click this time. No, I saw your comment. I don't understand the joke. Are you flying, Hallahan? We talked to Sheed for 5 seconds. He wouldn't talk to us. Something about not being in his airspace. I don't know. That seems ridiculous. Well, we're at almost 370. It's not a joke. I'm dumb and thought you were repositioning to Orlando to start your stream. Ah. Nope. I thought about it later. After I said I was flying out of Kennedy, I thought, well, maybe I should have flown out of Orlando and then done like Orlando to the Bahamas and back, something like that. But I actually had to put in an honest day's work, so my clock's all messed up. What? What? What's that like? How do I contact Grad if Orlando is on? You don't, Mr. Dabup. That basically means they're getting set up. I wouldn't use VATSIM as the indication of their frequency. 19998 is just kind of a placeholder. Basically, to me, it usually means that they're just getting set up. Like, they're not actually up yet. So you got to give them a minute until like they show up in your... Ultimately, you got to wait till they show up in your vPilot client. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter. Well, Similware, sometimes Similware does a better job of showing the frequency. Orlando Grant. No, they're still getting set up. Don't worry about it. If it shows 199, you don't have to contact them. Do your thing. See, the thing I don't like, I love Similware looks so much better than VATSIM, like the visuals of it. But like I can't see how many flights are coming into Orlando. Oh, now I can see it. Okay, I lied. But I like to be able to just hover. Like this is really easy. Like, oh, there's 43 arrivals in Orlando, 7 in Tampa, 0 in New Orleans. Like that's so much easier. Clicking, no bueno. VATSPY? Brother, I can't do VATSPY. VATSPY reminds me, I might as well dial into a BBS. I can't bring myself to it. It looks so archaic. I mean, not that VATSIM is that great looking. But... Hawks in the house. Although Hawk said hello to Hallahan before me. That's kind of rude. We got 8 minutes until air traffic control shows up, theoretically. Listen here, brother. Just got to get a better color profile. I can't. I can't. Oh, we're at 380. Speed up. Not that much. said hi to me first. Oh, you did. I take it back. Sorry. Nate says, maybe I'm high. I swear we had an MCO before. No. Scenery? No, it's always the Asobo. That's it. Which is why this event is kind of a big deal. And hello, Hawks. I apologize for missing your first one there. That's a lot of nuts! I use VATSIM on my FSXAs on a 55-inch TV. Nice. I'm very sensitive. It's a very important day here. New Orlando scenery. It's not every day that we get new scenery dedicated to, you know, the greatest airport in the world. It's hard for me to say that with a straight face, but it's kind of true, but not really. Dave gets it. That's a lot of nuts. Nate use Volanta now? I can't get on the Volanta gang. I don't know why. I really don't have a good reason. Like, VATSIM I don't like because I just think VATSIM is just too old and archaic. Volanta looks cool. I can't bring myself to actually install it. Plato, did I remember to disable photogrammetry? I did not. But it sounds like the only issue with the photogrammetry is the bridge on Juliet doesn't work, and we don't need that today, Plato, because they're landing south, and so we won't be using that. We don't need to get over there. Hawks used to be a hardcore VATSIM USSR. Kami VATSIM. Gotta love it. Dave, remember when Hawk said he was back and he was going to stream more often? And we were going to get like 2 streams a week at the very least? And all the issues that stopped him from streaming before are gone? Hawk says, I'm very good friends with the dev who made SimAware, so I made the switch. I love SimAware. I just, like, I've told you this before, Hawks. I just prefer... Oh, Jacksonville Center's on. I greatly prefer, like, being able to, like, hover over things to be able to see it faster. Like, SimAware, you can't do that. You have to click, and I don't like clicking. One little thing. Plato says, and you still have the Premium Deluxe Orlando enabled too, correct? Yes. The only scenery... I've bought many scenery. The only scenery I have ever disabled... or uninstalled, whatever, was John F. Kennedy. And that was only after somebody, you know, they recommended it, AnyBills recommended it for frame performance. Otherwise, I never removed the scene. I mean, granted, I don't know that I've installed any sceneries that have been replacing handcrafted ones. That's fair, but I digress. Pepperidge Farms remembers too. Nice. Mr. Dabab says, vPilot should add a spectator mode like the ATC clients. I thought they do. Don't they have that? Like, I can't do it without disconnecting from the network, but actually I can't. Who cares? You can do when you connect as an observer mode. Right there. Plata says, I had to disable the default Denver, so I always do general. Yeah, it's a good idea. Can you tell this is my first? Yeah, one. Anyway. Hawk says, I've passed that feedback on in the past. I get the impression that he's done with the changes. It's more maintaining things now. That's fair. The nice thing about, I will say this, Hawks. When I'm flying, like I'm not streaming like here, I'm just, you know, flying online, and I go to the couch to have like, you know, a snack or something, I'll use SimAware on my phone because VATtastic on your phone is absolutely useless. Whereas VATtastic on your whereas SimAware on your phone works really well. No, it's not. It was just me. I was not talking. You should hear me now. You should hear the game. Hawk says, you're all gonna hate me, but this summer's gonna be crazy busy. I'll be taking a hiatus after my next stream. We're gonna be building a garage, going on vacation, and gotta stain all of our decks. Man, I almost believed you until the gotta stain all of our decks lie. Who says that? Don't forget to trim your bushes. The deck looks bigger. Is the Sobo MCO handcrafted? Yes. Allahan, you've done it again. I'll bring up the stats, you guys, when I stop talking for 2 seconds. You all don't think I disappeared. Alrighty. Nate says it would be amazing if streamers could get VR headsets in the seats of the plane as passengers. It would be amazing if streamers could get VR headsets in the seats of the plane. So you mean like you basically like this, and you kind of, you know what I mean? Like, and then have like a VR setup over here. Dave says, my job as mod and Hawks' stream is almost as easy as my mod and CP stream. Do work twice a year. Nice. Hawks says, I'm pretty sure I've streamed way more than CP has. Have you? I don't know. It's kind of close. You kind of did like 2 in a row right when you said you were back, and then, oh, viewers could sit in VR. I thought there's a video game for that. It's not VR though, but it's like airline passenger simulator, something like that. But yes, Hawks, we do hate you, by the way. How dare you take time off to, do other things? Orlando has the Red Sox 1 departure? Correct. I shudder every time I have to read that one back. But it's only for like certain, what is it, to the west or something? Never to the north, thank goodness. Hallahan is banning Hallahan banning is way too much work. That's asking a whole lot. I feel like Hallahan enjoys it though. Like, that's one of his like thrills in life, is abusing his power. Yeah, it's called the Red Sox 1, correct. Even though it probably should be the Red Sox loss. I was in the jump seat for Captain Rock Savage in VR during one of his streams. Really? It's kind of neat. How can they do it when Boston has the Sox? Well, that's the Sox departure. This is the Red Sox departure. You see, there's different letters. And as you know, Hallahan, the Sox cheat. So, gonna have 2 of them. Savage says, I also won't be streaming much. Moving, selling house, needed a decommissioned desk for photos, open house. Yikes! I mean, listen, I think it would be an asset if you had set up for potential buyers your streaming setup, because then they could see what it looks like when they too can inherit the great streaming empire. I mean, have you put it in the listing that this is also the house doubles as a Twitch streamer setup? That could be a real selling point in this market. That being said, I also will be missing for some of the summer. I'm in a couple weeks. We're going to California And then after California, we're doing like this like giant road trip with the family. We're going to Palm Springs, San Diego, Disneyland, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, and then Colorado. So it sounds like if you want a flight sim stream in the month of June or July, good luck. You can see the switches flick and the plane come to life. That's pretty cool, Hawks. The potential buyers can even smell the seat. Nice. The entire California, yeah. What cruise line serves those locations? None. We're doing a land tour. I mean, as in I'm driving. It is honestly, well, it's serving many purposes. One of which is to escape Florida heat. I mean, granted, Palm Springs is the desert; it's gonna be hot. But when we get to like once we get out of Southern California, I'm hoping it'll be really nice out. It means not just gonna need to stream more with this new gaming laptop. Bam! Don't tell my wife though; she has no idea it exists. It's gonna be really awkward when I whip out a second laptop. It's a dry heat, yeah. So is my oven. Somebody messaged something. Boston, Chicago, not Hawks. Jacks. We got 2 Jacksonvilles on. All right, it is 7 o'clock. There are 51 arrivals into Orlando. We've got ground, approach, delivery, other approach, and departure. And 2 Jacksonville controllers so far. Start the clock. How long before they all rage quit? Let's find out. Correct, Hawks. Yeah, I mean, it'll be. I think once we get. My hope is that once we get out of Southern California and we get to like Yosemite, it's going to be a lot more enjoyable to be outdoors. Hawks, I get a chance to look at it. You mean your scenery? I just verified it installed. That was it. I just didn't want to like, get there and be like, the scenery doesn't work. I verified it works, as in it shows up. I spawned in at Terminal C and then I exited out. So I want to do see it. My people say, Yosemite. Got it. You gotta put the emphasis on the comma. Man, this computer is making it 1,000 degrees in here. Alright, so there's a plane right off my right wing here. Who is this guy? Where am I? Wow, we're already over Norfolk? Holy moly. Oh, we caught up with the guy from White Plains. Look at this conga line coming from BWI. Did I miss the memo that it's a BWI Orlando Crossfire? Why are there so many planes from Baltimore? 14 departures. Basically, it's all these people who wanted to cheat and not fly from New York. We're already over Norfolk, though. I mean, it's pretty good. We must have a heck of a... Yeah, pretty good tail. I mean, it's not much of a tailwind, actually. 452 over the ground. Could be better. Keep that up just in case. All right, well, we've got a little more than an hour to go. Probably that's actually more than an hour. It's like an hour and a half. We'll get there soon enough. I am hopeful for a nice busy event. I don't know how busy, but gonna be busy. That's not a bad flight. That's why I took off from New York. It really, well, I love going out of Boston and, you know, being able to, or Hartford for that matter, and being able to, you know, support the great folks at ZBW. It really, you shave off those 20 minutes of flying, it really makes a difference. Should be a nice sunset arrival, exactly. Although, I think the rain might be a problem, Hallahan. Because there's a whole lot of rain over here. It's not going to be clear. You never know. I just don't know. Is it raining outside my house? No, but it's cloudy. Actually, in Florida, the half an hour or so before a rainstorm is the best because the temperature drops like 20 degrees and it gets really windy. So it's actually nice being outdoors in Orlando. Yeah, so that's like the only time it's nice to be outside. Like, if I wasn't streaming right now, I'd go outside for a little bit. I should just bring my laptop and go sit outside, and I don't know how to get the audio back over here. I get the chat, that's not a problem, but I don't know how I can get the audio. I'd have to like Discord myself. I'd have to like get on my own Discord channel and talk to myself over Discord. It's just so hot in my office right now. I am boiling in here. Wow, Miami Center making an appearance. Holy smokes. Drayson! How are you, my friend? We are on our way to Orlando. There's a big event for the new scenery release. If y'all don't know, Drayson streams on Twitch, and he actually streams, unlike Hawks, and I'm not going to give Savage too much crap. He actually does stream every now and then. Oh my god, Miami Center Online, once in a lifetime, exactly. I told Nomad Aviator, he was complaining the other day that there's too many controllers in Toronto, in Toronto Center, and they, you know, it basically take all the fun away from him. And I said he should go to Miami Center, because nobody shows up over there. I am so confused. I have not heard anything about the new Orlando scenery until today. When did they announce this? It was announced a couple weeks ago, a month ago or so. I knew it was coming out, and then I believe a week or two ago, they set a release date. But to be perfectly fair, I did not see one streamer today stream it. Granted, no, it came out in the morning. I mean, the Brits wouldn't know Orlando if it hit them in the face, so, you know, there's that. They're all like, oh no, let's go fly another flight to the same place in, you know, the Canary Islands for the 800th time, says the guy who's flying to Orlando for the 800th time. I think Drycy, quite frankly, they just didn't do a very good job of marketing it, I guess. I don't know, I was kind of surprised, though, there wasn't much. I didn't see anybody stream it this morning, which is too bad. Stream morning my time, your afternoon, evening. I think another issue is they have to turn off photogrammetry. Yeah, but again, the photogrammetry, you only have to turn it off for the Juliet taxiway to work, or the bridge to work. It's kind of a minor thing. But I think it just I don't know. Because the Tampa one, when it came out, man, it got a lot of attention off of that. Orlando Roy, what's this then? We'll find out when we get down there. But from what I've read and heard, Hawks, if you leave photogrammetry on, which I have, it's still on. My photogrammetry is still on. The issue is that you can't use the Juliet Bridge, but that's where they're landing south currently. So, Mr. Dabup, are you still in the chat? Mr. Dabup was on the ground in Orlando. I'm just curious how well it's working over there or not. All right, the JetBlue in front of me is now starting to speed up a little bit. It's funny, I think it says he's 500 feet above me. I think he filed, though, for like 34,000. So, something not right there. And we just passed the plane, I guess? Can't see it, but sure. I just wouldn't have released it, but what do I know about senior development? Yeah. I think, honestly, Hawks, I think they just painted themselves in a corner. Because they basically said early on, not early on, but for a little while now that they were going to release today. It seems like a very strange bug to have, you know? Like, really? Because it wasn't even like a bug like, oh, whoops, we discovered it now. It's more of a like, by the way, if you buy it, you need to do that, which means they knew about it. It just seems like an odd one to have. Yeah, the default scenery, from what I understand, the default scenery thing is basically the developers built the scenery on top of the Asobo one, and the release candidate has that there, but there's nothing like functionally requiring it, but it's still a bug in the meantime. And like I guess the next patch, like, you know, loses the dependency, even though there's like no real dependency, if that makes sense. I know it is strange. I will really admit it seems very odd. Those are two very weird bugs to have. Like, we've seen plenty of other bugs with new sceneries with what I would call reasonable bugs. Like, oh, couldn't have anticipated that. Both of these seem like they could have been anticipated. But, again, I'm not one to speak. Like, in my days as a software developer, I was always terrible at testing. Like, especially testing my own things. I just don't have the mind for it. They're using it for the exclusion zones. Exactly. Exactly. I feel like we're making pretty good time down here. I mean, we're already over the Carolinas. We're almost into Jacksonville airspace. JetBlue 1483 took off when we were, I think, requesting our taxi or getting our clearance, something like that. He took off right then. So, we're not that far off. And wow, we got some, that guy's going to Fort Lauderdale. That guy's going to Orlando. And that guy's going to Orlando. Alright, so we got two guys hot on our heels. And one guy in front of me. And then all these jokers coming in over here. So what one are they doing? Like, what arrival are they doing? They're doing the get out one also. So we're gonna merge somewhere over here, I'm guessing. It's gonna be fun for the Jacksonville controller. I agree, Hawks. That's the first thing you do when you start developing scenery. Again, I don't understand it. That will rage quit. If there was one controller, one center controller, I said there's a pretty high chance of that. I feel like, since there's two, you got a chance. Poor guy in Jacksonville approach. He's going to get no traffic. 0 departures, 0 arrivals. Tampa's got 8 and 4. Miami, 14. I mean, they're fully staffed up at Miami as well. Good for them. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. A little better view there. Just curious, are we go here and we go to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, like, why don't we show up over here? It's kind of weird. Sorted by most viewers in your region. I don't know if, like, I'm curious, like, if this is all games, but it's always weird to me that, like, we don't. Sometimes we do show up, sometimes we don't. worldwide. See, that's not... I'm definitely streaming under Microsoft Flight Simulator, so... I don't know. It's odd. They had a tower approach and center controller on last time, and they all three dished you? Correct. From what I understand, what happened last time was the center controller bailed first because the center controller was, like, way overwhelmed. They couldn't deal with it. And they, either someone else was supposed to show up or nobody showed up, and it ended up being much more of an overload, and he couldn't, and then he quit. Which then the tower and the approach guy was like, forget this, I'm not bothering with this either, and they quit too. Exactly, Hallahan. Smash that like button. Listen, we've gotten 7 likes so far, so clearly the word is getting out there. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Hallahan, are you flying? You said you were going to do the flight. I couldn't find you earlier if you were coming from Boston or something. If I remember correctly, Ground valiantly stayed online. Did they? And if they didn't, shut up, I want to remember it that way. I don't remember. I just remember being very, very upset. Which is the case with very many Jacksonville events. Yeah, Ground stayed on. I think Ground, that's how we knew that they stayed on, they all quit. Yeah, someone said, right, and then we knew about that, and then it was like, okay, well. By the way, you know who's not controlling today is Sage. I think he said the other day something came up and he couldn't control today. I don't remember what. Lost like 200 feet here. Or 20 feet, not 200, 220. Well, 200. I don't know, there's a long... It's hard to keep track of why I was upset with Jacksonville airspace for whatever reason. But I think today is going to work. I really do. I really believe they're going to be fine. Arrivals, 59 arrivals. I mean, 59 arrivals doesn't sound like a lot in the grand scheme of VATSIM events, but... Alright, so the first of the conga line over here is entering their airspace. 1483 is already in. By the time we get in there, we're going to be right in the middle of it. I mean, we're going to be... I really timed it well here, depending on your perspective. Slepwop, does the Cedar have the new terminal? It does indeed, yes. Yes, it does. Where are you on the map? Oh, I'm right here, sorry. I'm right there. So we're almost into Jacksonville airspace. It's pretty close. Indy Center on. I got my hopes up that it was ice cold. It's not. There's a lot of air traffic control on for a Wednesday. Atlanta's got 2 controllers on. Boston, some scrub is on Boston. Chicago, Houston, Indy, 2 Jacks, 1 Miami. Anytime you see Miami Center on, it's a big day. Oh yeah. Hawks, we're going to be in the thick of it. There's going to be some vectoring and some slowing down and whatnot. Getting your hopes up for Zid, but never fly there. Exactly. So, how about them Celtics, huh? Huh? Are the Yankees playing yet? Or are they? They're on the West Coast, I think. Marlins are losing already. I'm not surprised. Harry says there's going to be a VATSIM event on Saturday, home airport, for the first time I've ever seen. What event is that? Let's see. A night in the Rocket City. Is that Houston? Oh, no. Huntsville, Alabama. Nice. I've got to ask, considering how into X-Plane you were, what pushed you over to finally using Microsoft Flight Sim as your daily driver? I think it was a combination. Well, first of all, I mean, the visuals were amazing. And it was really, I think it was a combination of Nomad and maybe even U-Hawks with the stability and the feature set that came in the fly-by-wire. Because remember, the fly-by-wire and, of course, the default Sobo A320 was pretty crappy. But then the fact that fly-by-wire got it into a state that was pretty good allowed me to then make that jump. And honestly, I never looked back because it was just the visuals, especially up in the air, were amazing. Nice. Yeah, Night in the Rocket City. I'm not sure I'll be flying into Huntsville, to be perfectly honest with you. What's the FNO on Friday? Cactus Shuttle. Featuring Las Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, and El Paso. Well, I'm sure it'll be a very nice event. I will not be there for that one either. Rocky Top Roundup. Boy, you got some real winners this weekend. No offense, Gary. I heard the rumor that you were salty that someone scammed you into buying MSFS. You want to get your money's worth out of it? I made my peace with that back in 2020, Dave, when Hallahan conned us all into it. I mean, there's all that evidence of it. We don't want to rehash that again. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. I haven't been this in love with the game since Metal Gear Solid. Interesting, Hawks, because you never stream it anymore, so we don't even know if you play the game anymore. But it is really incredible. And when you get visuals like this is fantastic. And then, really, when you get to fly almost anywhere and you got great scenery all around you, but really the fly-by-wire team, they got the plane into a state that it was quote-unquote good, or good enough for me. That was it. And the sim got into a better state of stability as well. That helped quite a bit. So it felt like it was time. Well, we should be getting in contact with me. I just don't know which Jacksonville Center we're going to get first. I don't know. I'll assume 127.875. Let's try that. It's always the frequency I never know. So I feel like I got a good chance at that. Alright, so where are we here? Semper. What? I don't remember which fix it is. I thought it was... Oh, Semper. Alright, we're over it now. So we should be in Jacksonville airspace. Let's try it. Oops. Jacksonville Center, good afternoon, evening. JetBlue 383, flight level 380, just past Semper waypoint. Or, sorry, approaching the Semper waypoint.
JetBlue 383, Jack Center, ident.
Squawk ident, JetBlue 383.
Calling center, your microphone's muted.
Will you be doing some flights with the new updated 787 by Sobo?
Center. This is Fairwind
Probably not.
Going towards Buffy.
I don't know how to fly the 787 at all. Like, I don't know the.
Fairwings 123, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 390.
E3, and I do not have photogrammetry off.
390, Fairwinds 123.
Do not.
JetBlue 383 radar contact 42 miles northwest of Wilmington.
So Captain Rod, I've heard very good things about the updated 787. It's still in beta, and I do not have the beta enabled. I wait for the full releases. But even when it does come out, I don't know.
1662.
Yes, E3N, Taxi2Gate Orlando. Yes, I do know about the photogrammetry error, but the photogrammetry only affects the taxiway on Juliet, and we're not going to be using that taxiway today, so it doesn't matter.
JetBlue 15, Jack Center, Roger. Maintain Mach 0.79 or greater for sequence.
Maintain Mach
Yeah,
0.79 or
it's still
greater
a
for
bug and
JetBlue 15.
quite frankly a little bit inexcusable. But luckily it doesn't. I don't think it'll affect us at all. Yeah, no worries, E3M. Welcome. But if we look at the taxiway, Juliet, my immersion is busted. That's a thumbs down. Well, you'd have to look at it on final approach on the left side of the plane. Assuming, unless they change it to 3.6, then we're in trouble. But for now, I think we're good.
JetBlue 15, clear direct to Werfel.
Clear direct Warful, JetBlue 15.
Southwest 28, good evening. We're going to be at 2,000, altitude 3,000.
Southwest 28, Jacksonville Center, climb to maintain flight level 280.
Back to work. Be back in a bit. I'll be leaving the stream on the big screen. Very nice. Oh, sorry.
Business.
Jack Center, good evening, American 1682 is 19.2, coming 230.
Seahawks. We're making pretty good time, despite a headwind.
Center, climb and maintain flight level 280.
28, American 1682.
Anyway, what time is the Yankee? I missed the Yankee game.
Any chance for normal speed, American 1682?
Not yet, nope. Roger.
JetBlue 1483, any idea how long we're going to be on this heading?
Should be just another minute or two.
Sorry.
Oh, that was you, Mr. Dabup? I said Puppy instead of Buffy.
Hello, Southwest 66 with you
Nice.
over.
With you!
340.
How far away are you looking forward to seeing Orlando?
1483,
400 miles. So just about an hour, E3N. Wait, was that for me? No.
Southwest 66, Jack Center, Roger.
Yeah, we're making pretty good time. I mean, got out of Kennedy pretty quickly, and I felt like we zoomed through DC airspace, so that's good.
JetBlue 1483, clear direct Royco.
Okay, Royco, JetBlue 1483.
Yeah, 1483, who's that guy?
And I confirm that was Royco, Romeo Oscar, Yankee, Charlie Oscar.
That guy.
Affirmative.
Thank you.
That's the guy who's out in front, who took off from New York in front of us.
Jack Center, Southwest 66, about 3 minutes, that's fine.
Approved, report back.
Welcome.
Subscribe, thank you. Why hasn't it? It should, E3N, it should pop up here in the alerts, but sometimes, Streamlabs is slow. But thank you, E3N, I appreciate that. We have kind of a relaxed approach to flight simming in here. Smash that like and tell us your favorite Lexus. Alhan is like that, jaded girl in the corner when some guy comes up to talk to her and be like, what car do you drive? That's the first question out of her mouth.
2806, maintain Mach 77. 77, Southwest 2806.
We're going to get a slowdown here in a minute.
And center, Southwest 2806, can we get 2 minutes from the cockpit, please? Approved, report back. Roger, we'll report back. Frontier 1662, maintain Mach 77.
Oh, right, I just noticed
Mach 77
E3N's avatar.
1662.
Southwest 66, back on free.
Southwest 66, roger.
Get out of the airplane. Wait, he's above us or ahead? He's about 1,000 feet above us, which doesn't seem like that's possible.
Southwest 28, turn at 30 degrees left, vector 4 sequence to Orlando, and climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain 320, heading 030.
Lexus is the luxury car make that I actually respect. Why is that?
In Southwest 28 negative, it was 30 degrees to the left. Let's make it a 140 heading.
140 on the heading.
Texas Center, get after JetBlue 495, flight level 380.
JetBlue 495, Jack Center, ident.
Ident, Jax, JetBlue 495.
495, I believe, is the guy ahead of me. Okay.
Southwest 280, just confirmation, you said 280 or 380 on the flight level?
Southwest 28, climb and maintain flight level 320,
320,
they make good cars that are dependable. It's a rich man's Toyota. Imagine not supporting American cars, Halham. Sheesh. You think you love your country, but maybe the VATSIM USSR guy is you.
891 with you, flight level 410, climbing flight level 450.
And by the way, I don't own any American cars.
JetBlue,
But it's the principle of it.
Contact 88 miles northeast of Charleston, VOR, maintain Mach. Actually, what is your current Mach number?
We're Mach 0.784 right now for JetBlue 495.
Roger.
Here comes the question to me.
And who else checked in? Extra
So,
891.
the guy ahead of me is doing
Exec
780.
891, Jacksonville
I'm
Center.
going to overtake
roger.
him. I'm doing 81.
American 1682, flight heading 140 for sequence, and climb and maintain flight level 300.
140 and 320, American 1682.
American 1682, climb and maintain flight level 300.
300, American 1682.
And Jacksonville, good evening, American 1048, flight level 230.
Busy.
American 1048, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Alright, 280, American 1048.
In Southwest 28, when able, maintain Mach 0.78.
There's nobody coming in from the west, though.
When able, maintain
A couple of jokers coming in from like over here, but like there's nobody on the
American
west.
1682,
Everyone's coming in on the
transition
east
to Mach
flow.
78.
Obviously,
Transition to .78, American 1682.
there's going to be a lot more coming from Atlanta, but at this point, we should beat most of them out
Jacksonville Center,
there.
American, Southwest 1951, flight level 340.
Southwest 1951, Jack Center, roger, maintain Mach 78.
Maintain Mach 78, Southwest 1951.
Airwings 3050, contact Miami Center, 135.17.
Okay, 30 Vol 17, for 3050, thanks.
Southwest 28, climb and maintain flight level 340. Delta 2340, actually disregard.
And Jacksonville Center, Southwest 2806, we're back with you in the flight deck.
Southwest 2806, Reg, thanks.
Indeed. My concern,
Delta,
Dave, is the visibility once we get, like, you know, for arrival.
1682.
Because, again, looking outside, it looks pretty cloudy. Yeah, I am waiting for the speed restriction for me. It's going to happen. Because I'm right on top of that 495 ahead of me. And he's doing 0.78, which seems pretty slow, but whatever.
Southwest 28, clear direct to Werfel, Whiskey, Uniform, Romeo, Foxtrot, Lima.
That's Warfel.
Actually, that would be the smart thing for him to do.
JetBlue 495,
Yeah.
actually disregard.
Yeah, 495 should get a
Southwest 1951.
a reader,
okay?
a shortcut, and that would fix the
issues in
problem.
the cockpit, getting back on course now, Southwest 1951.
Roger. Airwings 1026, contact Orlando approach 134.05.
34.05.
Do I know anyone who's on
Airwings 1026.
Orlando? Can't see it yet on here. Who's on right now? Don't know. Approach, I think I know. I'm not sure. There's a lot of nicks in
Southwest 28, climb and maintain flight level 3.
Rue, what's up, man? Are we armchair controlling again? Indeed. How are you, Rue? What beer are we drinking tonight, Rue? Say you're doing 0.85, he'll assign 8-1.
495, descend and maintain flight level 360.
360,
Everyone's happy.
Jacksonville
That's
Center,
true.
1214, flight level 320.
0.85. Hallahan with big brain. VATSIM controlling ideas. Diet Mountain Dew. Wow.
Delta 1214, Jack Center, is that you that just idented 6620 code?
Yeah, that's me, 1214.
Okay, you guys can't just ident, I got several of you identing there. I think one at a time, that's how I know who's who. Delta 1214, reset your transponder, squawk 1051.
Squawk 1051, sorry about that, 1214.
Delta 2340, descend and maintain level 300.
300, 2340. Jack Center, level 398732.
Everyone hitting ident.
It's going to be a minute, guys. I'm going to get to you. Stand by.
I would never think to hit ident unless somebody tells me to do it. Like, why?
American 1682, clear direct to Werfel.
Truck Werfel, American 1682.
American 1048, fly heading 140 for sequence.
67 arrivals.
Maintain flight level 320, normal speed.
Really bunched up.
320 for
Wow.
1048.
Southwest 2970, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Most of these guys are going to beat us in here, so it sounds like we're... I thought these two streams would be more of a problem, but I think we're actually going to end up sliding in, like, right behind them.
Good afternoon, Jacksonville Center. It's the Southwest 2133, flight level 340.
American 1682, climb and maintain flight level 340.
340, American 1682.
I only hit ident for emergencies or required by ATC.
1483, descend and maintain flight level 340.
Descend and maintain flight level 340, JetBlue 1493.
Spirit Wings 1026.
Yeah, it never, like, Mr. Dabup,
JetBlue 495, fly heading 260 vector for sequence.
Ooh, that's the guy in front of me.
Vector for sequence, JetBlue 495.
JetBlue 383,
oh, no.
fly heading 270 vector for sequence.
Heading 270 for JetBlue 383.
JetBlue 483, maintain Mach 78.
Is that for me?
Jacksonville Center at speed beacon. This is Southwest 1348, flight level 340.
Well,
Southwest 1348.
or domestic ATC, I guess so.
American 1979, Jack Center, if you're here, ident for me and say altitude.
Well, this stinks. Side stick faults, calibrate null zones? What the heck does that mean? Hawks!
It's going to be a few minutes for clearance. Standby.
What the heck does that mean?
American 1979.
Alright, everything's fine.
And who else was trying to check in?
Southwest 2133, flight level 240.
Southwest 2133, Jack Center, roger.
Well, we have a...
Southwest 2133, can we get direct to, this is Jesse?
No shortcuts available right now. There's a ton of traffic coming in from the northeast.
Roger.
Southwest 2970, Jack Center, fly heading 140, vector for sequence, climb and maintain, flight level 280.
Flight level 280, and what was the heading for Southwest 2870?
Southwest 2870, climb and maintain, flight level 280.
Flight level 280, 2870.
Jacksonville Center, American 4692 is 180, climbing 230.
American 4962, Jack Center, climb and maintain, flight level 280.
280, American 4692.
Jack Center, good day, American 1979, checking in flight level 320. We have Mach 0.81. American 1979, Jack Center, squawk. Actually, ident for me, please. Delta 1214, flight heading 270 for sequence.
Delta who? That guy, 1214. He's basically bringing us into their flow now. I see what's happening.
Jacksonville Center, this is Southwest 1348, travel 340.
I don't...
Hello, Miami approach.
Seems odd.
14 with you.
Southwest 1348, Jack Center, squawk 7010.
Basically, we're joining their flow, but why can't we just continue on and, like, sequence us down here?
85 and...
Report when you're back, please.
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you, Secretary.
American 1048, actually disregard.
Jack Center, Viper 1 with you.
Viper 1, standby. Delta 1214, center.
You could be in
Delta 1214.
Embraer Latin VFR and not be able to do speed
270
restriction.
for sequence.
That's true.
270 for sequence, Delta 1214.
Southwest 1348, radar contact, flighting 270 for sequence.
I'm heading 270 for sequence, Southwest 1348.
JetBlue 1483, descend and maintain flight level 320.
320, JetBlue 1483.
Well, we're going to waste some time here going
November
too fast.
508, Foxtrot Sierra. It's going to be probably at least 30 minutes on that arrival. If you want to refile maybe a different arrival into Orlando from maybe the northwest, I can get you out quicker, but there's just too much volume from the northeast.
Roger that, 508 Foxtrot, sir.
Jack Center, JetBlue 1483. Do you know what runway we can expect for arrival?
For all you guys, it's probably going to be 17 right, but I don't know for sure.
Miami protest 1123, descending via the, with you descending via the...
Southwest 28, are you still doing Mach 78?
You told him he could step away.
You're right, I got short-term memory. Southwest 66, same Mach number?
Decimal 79, Southwest 66.
Thank you. Southwest 66, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Down to 320, Southwest 66.
Like,
American 1979, radar contact.
I guess the one you got to listen for is JetBlue 495. He'll get the instruction
Flash
before
for me
me.
one more time, sorry. Ready. Southwest 2970, fly heading 140.
Although, I'm about to pass
maintain flight level 300.
He's doing 78.
140 and flight level 330, 2070.
I can't see him.
Flight level 300.
Oh, there he is.
300, 2070.
He's right there. It's actually easier to see when I zoom out.
Jackson, just center, Southwest 617, flight level 240.
Dave, when you said the Embraer Latin VFR, you meant the Airbus, right? Not the Embraer. The Latin VFR doesn't have an Embraer out, do they?
Jackson Center, are you handing out IFR clearances at this time? It's going to be a little bit for clearances. I got a lot of stuff going on overhead. Stand by. Standing by. American 1979, radar contact, 190 miles northeast of Charleston.
And I suspect this guy ahead of me.
American 1979, flighting 250 for sequence. Heading 250, American 1979.
Go over some big lake.
And Avello 3997. I think you checked in ident for me, please.
Yep, we're over big lake.
Yeah, identify for a Avello 3997, thanks, radar contact, flighting 270 for sequence. 270, Avello 3997. And Southwest 3970 or 2970, it was 140 heading.
What was the worst plane stream? Oh, that was the. I know what you're talking about now. The. It wasn't Embraer. It was the. Gosh, Name of it.
Southwest 28 though, we are
at 23,000 feet holding, inbound icon. UPS 67, Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Oh my goodness.
280, UPS 67 heavy.
Not just fly, it wasn't that. Virtual call. Thank you, Plato. Well, that was going to bother me. Yeah, the virtual call Embraer. Correct.
Jacksonville Center.
Yeah, you're right.
JetBlue
That would have been really
flight level
bad.
370.
Yes, that would have been pretty terrible. I don't know that I would never fly any of the Embraers that I own in an event. I don't think.
JetBlue 48, Jack Center. Roger.
You think if we tell the controller that we know better CP, we should get priority in this event?
Southwest 58, yeah.
Roger.
Yeah, I actually thought about the virtual call the other day. When we were doing the Nantucket event the other day, was it Saturday? I really thought about taking the virtual call out, but I thought,
Alright, fly to get out to arrival. We have Gulf on board 2340.
one of the best streams, really?
Jacksonville Center, JetBlue 1254. With you, climbing through
With you.
11,500 for 16,000.
Dave, do we have a sheet with you?
1254,
You can add that to
Center, climb and
the
maintain flight level
soundboard.
370.
Up to flight level 370, JetBlue 1254.
American 1048, turn right heading 230.
Right, 230, American 1048.
I feel like we should have gotten a left turn at this point.
UPS 67 heavy, any chance we could increase speed? We're told to hold 280 knots. UPS 67, I'm actually going to need that for a while. Climb and maintain flight level 400 and transition to Mach 80. Climb 400, transition to Mach 80, A firm, UPS 67 heavy. JetBlue 495.
That's the guy next to me.
Turn left direct to Werfel.
Warful.
And now it's just silence. Enjoy it while it lasts.
JetBlue 495.
Yeah, JetBlue 495, clear direct to Werfel.
Werfel, you spell that out? I don't think I have that.
Actually, stand by, let me check look.
Yeah, it's not on ours.
It should be on Q85, Whiskey Uniform Romeo. Actually, no, you're right.
Thank you. It's not.
No, you're right. JetBlue 495, clear direct to Royco, sorry.
Royco, I have Royco. JetBlue 495, thank you. We're turning with her now.
And me? Now my turn. Give me the left turn.
Jack Center, Challenger 508, Foxtrot X-ray, IFR to Orlando.
JetBlue 383, clear direct Royco.
Clear direct Royco 383. Back on target. And there's a plane like right behind me. Somewhere. There he is.
November 508, Fox X-ray, Roger. At Panama City, it'll be 135.902. Thanks for doing that.
135.902, 50 Foxtrot X-ray, thank you.
JetBlue 1483, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter is 29902.
Descend via the Get Out 1 arrival, altimeter is 29902. 1483.
Ripping me off yet again. Unreal.
Southwest 2133, can we step away here for a little bit?
Jack Center, Virgin 136 Heavy with you, climbing.
With you!
Southwest 2133, how long do you need?
Maybe 5-10 minutes tops.
Okay, just try to make it as quick as you can. You're like right in the cluster of like 15 planes.
Roger, I'll report back.
American 1048, heading 270.
Alright, 270, 1048.
Jacksonville Center, November 6542 Victor. I know you're really busy. I'm hoping for IFR for Pensacola to Orlando.
Pensacola is 135.902. 135.92. Virgin 136 Jack Center, Roger. Climb and maintain level 370.
370,
Where?
136.
Should have a better view of our little flight plan here.
Delta 1214, clear direct to Royco.
Yeah, so we just did a big old left turn here, and now we're turning south.
Delta 1214.
Delta 1214, go ahead.
Delta 1214, clear direct to Royco.
Clear direct Royco, Delta 1214.
American 1979, heading 270, and I'll have on course for you in about 2 minutes.
Heading 270, American 1979.
Well, it's busy on frequency, that's for sure. We've got about how many miles?
Southwest 2806, descend and maintain flight level 300.
120 miles till we begin our descent.
Frontier 1662, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Flight level 300 for Frontier Flight 1662.
We were talking, when I did the stream in the fly-by-wire last week, we were talking about the textures, and now I can see on the MCP
Delta
the big
1214,
difference.
descend and maintain, actually disregard.
When you look at the textures in the fly-by-wire versus the Phoenix, if you look here on the MCP, it's noticeably different. I'm not even talking about the little wear and tear here. I'm just talking about the look to it. I think you'll be circling for a bit. I hope not.
Jack Center, start links 293, 3,000 feet for the Myrtle Beach.
I really hope not. My hope is that because we got
Wings 293,
vectored in here, we'll be good.
Do you have the weather and approach quest?
I would like the ILS 18 if possible. We'll be at the weather.
Last people around me, correct. I feel like my hope is the sequencing.
Wings 293, Roger. Can you just take the visual?
We're all in a big line now. That's fine. And there's
Report
really
the
nobody
airport
coming in over here.
Roger, we'll call it inside for
And these guys are getting vectored in. So I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel pretty good about the idea that we're going to be
I've got the field, Wings 293.
going to have to circle.
Wings 293, clear visual approach runway 18 and
It seems like the traffic is just spaced enough that it's not a
Clear
problem.
visual 18, clear to land 18, Wings 293.
Southwest 2970, turn right heading 220.
Right, 220, Southwest 2970.
And Southwest 2970, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Up to 340, 2970.
Southwest 1348, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, Southwest 1348.
Oh, the air conditioning just kicked on at home. It feels so good. It feels so much better.
American 1979, turn left direct Royco.
Left turn direct Royco, American 1979.
So we've got two planes ahead of us. The one that's minus 12, that's JetBlue 495. And this guy's going like the opposite direction. I have no idea who that guy is.
Virgin 136, contact Miami Center 135.17.
It's that guy. I think he's going to get... I don't know. I think it's that guy, or is that guy? No.
Virgin 136, contact Miami Center 135.17.
It has to be him. It has to be American 1979, who I know already got the turn.
Southwest 2133, back.
Oh, wait, that's me.
Southwest 2133, Roger, thank you.
That's that guy. Never mind. Everything's fine. I forgot who I was.
Jacksonville Center, Pilatus 401, Papa Charlie.
Everything's fine.
Virgin 136, sorry. We had a little mic issue.
You're sending Florida weather up here on Friday, 92? Yikes.
Left 250.
See, the difference, though, Dave, is it'll be 92 for like an hour. It'll be warm. Don't get me wrong. It'll be about an hour. We get it all day long.
Level 300.
And it lasts until Christmas.
Level 300, JetBlue 15.
JetBlue 383, actually disregard.
Woo! Saved from a speed restriction.
American 4692, maintain 280 knots.
280 knots, American 4692.
I mean, it's coming.
Southwest 2970, flight heading at 2, let's make it 250. 250 at 2970.
Yeah, it's terrible. I already told my wife I'm over it, but,
Southwest 2806, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival, Orlando altimeter 2992.
2992, get out 1 arrival, 2806.
yes, it's coming.
Taxi Center, JetBlue 1493, aircraft switch frequencies without us realizing. Did I miss any calls?
Nope. American 1979, what is your indicator speed?
Here it comes. This is
the
the
knock number for 1979?
1979.
Nope, not.
That guy.
Oh, we are currently 475 for American 1979. Not indicated, please. Oh, sorry about that. 295 for American 1979.
Ow!
American 1979, roger. Let's try this. Maintain 275 knots. 275, American 1979. JetBlue 383, descend and maintain flight level 340.
Down to 340, 383.
Let's see. Available 3997, turn left heading 150.
150, about 3997.
American 1048, clear direct to Rico.
Well, not the instruction I thought I was going to get.
Direct,
Rico.
Warful. Okay, for 1048.
American 1048, clear direct to Rico. American 1048, Royco, Romeo, Oscar, Yankee, Charlie, Oscar.
Sorry about that. I was transmitting on the wrong freak. Direct Rico for 1048.
Yeah, I can deal with that, dude. I feel like the controller's doing a good job. Not just because he hasn't given me a speed restriction, but he's handling it pretty well. Although I think the traffic is just busy enough to be busy without being overwhelming.
Maintain flight level 240.
Within maintain flight level 240, extra 891.
We got a plane up ahead of us. See this guy?
Technical Center, Pilatus 401, Papa Charlie.
There he goes. I don't know where he went.
401, Papa Charlie. Stand by. Yeah, for Papa Charlie, you should be on 135.902.
Oh, it's that guy.
25902, 1 Papa Charlie.
I just lost him. He's over there.
Level 3997.
I gotta say, I really miss name tags
and actually make it a
VATSIM, pilot, whatever you want to call it. Like, having that next plane was so helpful. Spotting aircraft.
Thanks. Southwest 66, descend and maintain flight level 300.
300, Southwest 66.
Southwest 28, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots.
Well.
Southwest 28, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots. Southwest 28. Southwest 28, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots. Frontier 1662, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival, Orlando altimeter 2992.
Descend by the Get Out 1 arrival for Frontier Flight 1662.
American 1682, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots.
300 and 280 knots, American 1682.
Center, Giant 2606 with you. 140 for 380.
Giant 2606, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain 370, Giant 2606.
Sorry that's not more. I don't know what else to say, quite frankly. And there's so much going on frequency that it's one of those situations where I got to listen for my particular call sign.
Southwest 2970, clear direct to Rico.
But
direct to Rico.
It's also very difficult to talk when you're hearing a lot of chatter on frequency, and there's a lot of chatter. Like, it's just like a weird thing, like,
Southwest 1348
as human, I
heading
think.
150. I'll have Royco for you in a couple minutes.
Alright, 150 for Southwest 1348.
Approaching
Who else called?
340 now. So now we're below JetBlue 495 ahead of us, and we're still above that American. And we got like 2 planes hot on our tail right now. Is that guy like...
November Papa Tango 28 Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain flight level...
Guy's right on my butt.
190.
Like, he's catching up, I think.
Southwest 1951, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain
Like, everybody's going
280
faster
knots.
than us, and I'm gunning it at 0.81 Mach, and I'm still slower than all of them. Seems strange.
Southwest 1951, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots.
Down to 300, maintain 280 knots for Southwest 1951.
JetBlue 495, descend and maintain flight level 300.
300, JetBlue 495.
I was going to drop the guy in front of me.
JetBlue 495, maintain 300 knots when able.
300 knots when able. Would you like us to send down first or just slow down first?
What the altitude, you should be able to increase your indicated when you start down. So yeah, descend and maintain flight level 300, and when you can, maintain 300 knots.
300 for 300, JetBlue 495.
American 1979, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots.
Flight level 300, maintain 280 knots. American 1979.
Southwest 66, descend via the get out 1 arrival, and the Orlando altimeter is 29902.
That's get out 1 arrival 29902 Southwest 66.
Southwest 28, maintain 270 knots.
Maintain 270 knots, Southwest 8.
And JetBlue 483, I turned you just a little bit too early. Fly heading 150, short vector for spacing, thank you.
Is that for me?
Correction, JetBlue 383, heading 150.
Heading 150 for JetBlue 383.
Delta 1214, heading 150.
Ugh.
Heading 150, Delta 1214.
Southwest 2133, heading 150.
Awesome.
Southwest 2133, heading 150.
Heading at 150, Southwest 2133.
American 4692, heading 150.
150, American 4692.
Southwest 2970, heading 150.
150 on the heading 2070.
Southwest 1348, fly heading 165.
Heading 165.
He's literally splitting everybody back up again.
UPS 67, fly heading 150.
I thought the spacing was good. And now we're all bunched up.
Sequence, UPS 67 heavy.
JetBlue 1493, we didn't miss a call from you, did we?
Check 7 Center, JetBlue 15 is requesting descent.
I thought he disconnected.
Stand by just a sec, guys.
I thought when he stopped talking for a
And
second, it was
JetBlue 1483, no, not yet. Delta 2340, contact
yes,
Orlando.
you get
approach
115. You get 115.
3405, we'll see you. Thanks for your ATC, good job.
And this guy's still on my butt over here. That guy. I think the only good news is that I'm at, I believe I'm the first plane in the on these 150 headers that he just gave out. I think. I see you're in heading mode at flight level 340. Things must be getting interesting.
JetBlue 383, clear direct Leopard.
Clear direct Leopard. Blue 33. Yep. I was correct in my assumption.
Jacksonville Sona, Silver Wings 228, checking in with you.
With you! Yeah, he got basically Hallahan. There was a whole flow coming in from Baltimore and a whole flow coming in from us. And
frequency contact 135.92. 3592.
Jacksonville Center, JetBlue 48, is it okay for frequency change?
JetBlue 48, yep. We'll see you. Have a good night.
Zipper merge?
Have a great night.
Anyone with frequency change for
kind of like a spaghetti merge at this point. We've been vectored twice now for the merge.
Southwest 617, flighting 150 for sequence.
150 sequence 617.
Avello 3997, heading 150.
Get out 1 arrival.
American 1048, heading 150.
150, American 1048.
Alan, are you flying the event, or you didn't? I saw in Discord you were going to, but...
We're requesting descent via the Gate 1 arrival, JetBlue 15.
JetBlue 1500, descend via the Gate 1 arrival, Orlando altimeter 2992.
Descend via the Gate 1 and altimeter 2992, JetBlue 15.
American 1682, descend via the Gate 1 arrival, altimeter 2992.
Descend via the Gate 1, copy altimeter American 1682.
Delta 1214, clear direct Leopard.
Direct Leopard, Delta 1214.
Temperature 25 degrees. 25 degrees in Orlando.
383, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots.
Down to 300, 280 knots for JetBlue 383. Anyway, 25 degrees in Orlando in basically June.
Affirmative, report back.
Definitely cloudy.
Southwest 2133, clear direct Leopard.
Clear direct to Leopard, Southwest 2133.
Hey, Hawks.
Jack Center, Kodiak 3232 X-ray with you, Myrtle Beach, IFR clearance to Cecil.
November 3232 X-ray, Jack Center, cleared to be Cecil Airport as filed, maintain 6000, departure this frequency, squawk 4335, or correction, 4355.
Yeah, so far, Hawks, we've been vectored twice to make spacing.
Contact will be with you, squawk 4355, 32 X-ray.
So hopefully,
32 X-ray, read back correct.
We're on the arrival now.
Only 18 advised, ready for taxi.
Right now, there's
32 X-ray.
Southwest 28.
This is us. We're
Southwest
right
28,
there.
maintain 280 knots now.
This is everybody got vectored away, and now we're coming back into it. 82 arrivals in Orlando.
Southwest 1951.
How's the laptop been treating me? Honestly, Hawks, I have not used it since that stream. I'm back on my home PC.
Orlando altimeter 2992. American 4692, clear direct Leopard.
Direct Leopard, American 4692.
1483, we still with you?
JetBlue 1483, contact Orlando approach 134.05.
134.05, bye-bye.
American 1048, correction, American 4692. Did I give you direct Leopard?
Confirm direct Leopard, American 4692.
Perfect, thank you. JetBlue 495, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival at 280 knots now. The Orlando altimeter 2992.
Okay, Orlando altimeter 2992, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival.
I forgot it's stuff 280 knots on my arrival.
Southwest 2806, contact Orlando approach 134.05.
3405, 2806. Jack Center 32 X-ray, Myrtle Beach, ready taxi.
32 X-ray, runway 18, taxi via pilot's discretion.
Pilot's discretion.
See Bravo to 18, 32.
Do whatever you want, because we don't care.
UPS 67 Heavy, reporting back.
UPS 67, roger, thank you.
realize the flight directors are off.
Southwest 1348, turn right heading 180.
Heading 180, Southwest 1348.
And Delta 1214, descend and maintain flight level 300, 280 knots.
I picked up my laptop during COVID thing. I'd be using it on breaks. We were doing an hour on, 2 hours off, so it was very conducive for flight sim. Oh, nice. I got it for all these little trips, and this summer when I go to the West Coast, that'll be really helpful.
Roger, 300, maintain.
But when I'm at home, there's really no reason to use it.
2133.
I just have to remember before I leave to like update it with, you know, various sceneries and all that stuff. That's the only real problem. It's annoying. Gotta manage it yourself.
1662, contact Orlando approach on 134.05. Good day.
But it's just, you know, it'll be good. Then we switched to an hour and a half and 45 minutes off, so we couldn't do anything more.
Jack Center, Roger.
I guess we were only doing like, you know, GA flights. I think really short. Oh, 2 hours off. Got it. Never mind. Southwest 2806 is XP72. Nice. Hey, Pickle Morty. Welcome.
Bello 3997, clear direct. Actually, Bello 3997. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were going to Fort Lauderdale. Clear direct to Permis. I'm so sorry.
Direct to Permis for level 3997. No worries.
Jacksonville Center, American 575.
That guy.
Flight level
Updating two computers isn't fun. No, unfortunately, it's a kind of a pain.
Clear direct Leopard.
Not kind of, I mean a big pain.
American 648. Southwest 2970, clear direct Leopard.
If you do periodically, it's not too bad, but...
Southwest 1348, clear direct Leopard.
Leopard, Southwest 1348.
And I'm sorry, who's checking in?
American 575 with you 340.
American 575, Jack Center, right now. Spirit Wings 123, descend via the...
Pickle Morty, is he ahead of me or behind me?
Charlotte altimeter.
XP72.
Is
I can look at the map, but
and they're
kind of lazy.
Descend via the...
Is it landing north?
FLGG arrival. Alright, thank you for going to the arrival.
No, that's a different airport.
Sorry.
Southwest 28, verified descending via the arrival.
So we have about 35 miles to go.
28.
135, 60, 62. Did you have me over to approach?
Affirmative, 134.05, guys.
134.05, 135, 60, 62.
Ooh, look at that sunset.
American 1979, descend via the get out one arrival at 280 knots. Actually, just published speeds, 280 until the published speeds, Orlando altimeter 2992.
Descend via the get out one arrival and publish 280 knots until published speeds, American 1979.
JetBlue 383, descend via the get out one arrival, altimeter 2992.
Descend via the get out one arrival, JetBlue 383.
Stop.
Gambler 31, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 1000.
Well, now I'm going to say it even more. I use my laptop now for controlling for tower view, or if a friend comes over and wants a game. Nice. I think I'll get my value out of it. The nice thing also about Flight Sim, Hawks, you know, is that you know you're going to be on this sim for years to come, you know? So it's not like I bought it for Call of Duty and in 2 years Call of Duty's going to be replaced by some other game, you know? I feel like there's a lot of stability with the platform, hardware-wise.
Turn right on course, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Turn right on course, 32 X-ray.
Alright, so the bottom of the get out, well, I forgot to do what I was doing. Bottom of the get out one is 7,000.
American 1048, descend and maintain flight level 300 at 280 knots.
300, 280 on the speed, American 1048.
Check center, JetBlue 1254, request step away for 5 minutes.
JetBlue 1254, approved, report back.
Report 1254.
JetBlue 15, contact Orlando approach 134.05, good day.
3405, JetBlue 15, thank you.
So we've got still...
I appreciate all your guys' cooperation, it's actually working out quite well.
Anything for you, baby girl?
No worries.
25 miles to go or so.
And Dexter Center, American 4692. Can we step off for like 1 minute here?
Yep, let me know when you're back.
Pro back.
JetBlue 15, 134.05, Orlando approach today. Southwest 66, Orlando approach, 134.05, good day.
3405, we're going south 66.
Delta 1214, do you want to give us altitude vectors, or do you want us to descend as arrival?
Delta 1214, descend via the arrival.
I'm gonna start my arrival.
Via the arrival, Delta 1214.
Going down.
And JetBlue 495, increase speed, maintain 300 knots until Big Baby, I guess that is.
Big Baby.
300 until Big B for JetBlue 495.
American 4692 is back in the cockpit.
Roger, thanks.
I like Big Baby. It's Bravo Golf Bravo Bravo Yankee. Probably is Big B, but Big Baby sounds better. Well, now that we got all the vectors out of the way, it's much more enjoyable. We just wasted probably 15 to 20 minutes going in the wrong direction for vectors for sequencing. I mean, I understand it. It's just, yeah,
Center
it's
Jet
annoying.
2606, can we get 380?
GPS 67, oh, shit, I'm sorry. You want to go direct to Deborah, or do you want me to find you a new arrival?
You can give us a new arrival, please. GPS 67 heading.
Rogers. UPS 67, fly heading 160, and I'll work on that.
160, UPS 67, 60.
Southwest 617, clear direct Leopard.
Direct Leopard, 617. Jack Center, 32 X-ray with you, 1700.
32 X-ray radar contact, climb and maintain 6,000.
Climb and maintain 6,000, 32 X-ray.
Jacksonville Center, Moxie 261 through 13,500.
Southwest 1951, reduce speed to 250 knots. Moxie 261, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
310, Moxie 261.
Moxie's
Southwest 1951, maintain 250
Curious
knots.
what he's flying.
250
knots,
1951.
Curious what sim he's in. I'm gonna guess X-Plane. Because Moxie is Breeze Airways, and they fly the Embraers.
606, can we get flight level 380?
Jack Center, citation 3 Tango Whiskey 410.
And Giant 2606, are you able to 390? I need you at odd altitude on that route of flight.
Yeah, we can take 390.
Giant 2606, climb maintain flight level 390.
390, Giant 2606.
And calling center, I'm sorry, take it.
Citation 3 Tango Whiskey 410.
Yeah, there were 3 Tango Whiskey, Jack Center, roger.
Recamp, hope I said that right. Welcome. Look at that sunset, right? Sorry, I should be showing you the sunset more. Not bad, huh?
Southwest 2133, descended via the Get Out 1 arrival,
How are you,
Orlando altimeter 2992.
Hope all is well. Welcome. We're on the arrival into Orlando, and it's very busy.
We saw the Gout.
Get Out 1 arrival.
Roger, descend by the Gout 1 arrival, Southwest 2133.
Get out, not Gout.
Southwest 2970, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 280 knots.
Down to 300 and 280 knots, 2970.
Jacksonville Center, hello, Delta 1576, you're now flying through 11,600.
Southwest 1348, descend and maintain flight level 300, maintain 270 knots.
7 arrivals in Orlando, nice. Gout 1. Gout 1 sounds like a personal problem. But, you know.
Delta 1576, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Fox says left hand light is playing with only parts of the clouds, but anything lower is dark. Yeah.
1582, contact,
Beautiful, man.
Orlando approach 134.05, good day.
The smudges on the window really make it.
Jack Center, Gamma 3-1 to the initial point.
That's great. You got the yellows and the oranges and the reds, and then up here it's still blue.
Roger, clear visual approach, runway 4 left, I believe you said, and brake left before brake.
Count makes more sense with lots of people in Florida. I beg your pardon.
American 1979, reduced to 250 knots, and then published speeds at Big B.
Reduced to speed to 250 knots and published speeds at Big B, American 1979.
And JetBlue 383, actually disregard.
American 4692, ready to begin.
Hey, once again.
American 4692, descend via the get out 1 arrival, Orlando altimeter 2992.
Altimeter standard, get out 1, American 4692.
It is really pretty. I mean, sunset arrivals are the best. So, I mean, I guess dawn also is pretty good, but this is not too bad.
At Daytona, standby.
I'm gonna get the lights ready because I'm gonna lose sunlight soon, and I always forget to do this like final approach, and I can't see anything in the cockpit. So, got that. Yeah, we're good. All right, back to the sunset view.
Center Gamma 3-1 to the right.
Gameboy 3-1, roger, runway 4 left, clear to land, wind 0604.
Clear to land, 4 left, Gamma 3.
And UPS 67, I got the new arrival for you.
Hey, firmware, copy UPS 67 heavy.
UPS 67, clear direct to Hoagie, or Hog. It's Hotel Oscar Alpha.
Just by the way, how well they nailed the lighting. Yeah, and that was like out of the box, right? I mean, like from day one. It was the only feature that Hallahan didn't scam us on when the sim came out. Pretty impressive.
Thank you. Read that correct, and I do apologize.
No worries, man. There's a lot of traffic.
UPS 67, resume normal speed.
Hey, firm.
Southwest 1951, contact Orlando approach 134.05 today.
JetBlue 1254 is back.
JetBlue 383 reduced to 250 knots now, and then published speeds at Big B.
Down to 250 knots and resume published speeds at Big Baby for JetBlue 383.
It's getting old.
I really hate it. I like it.
Who's calling back? JetBlue 1254?
Hawks, that weird lighting bug is back again. But now when I zoom in, it's okay. And then not so much.
Center Delta 111, climbing to flight level 370, direct Medusa.
Exactly how I am.
111, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climbing to 370.
I'm doing it just to annoy that guy. That's the best part about it.
American 1048, descend via the get out 1 arrival, Orlando altimeter 2992.
Get out 1.
Southwest 29.
It's just the zoom level. Like here, it's a problem.
Orlando altimeter 2992.
Here, it's not a problem.
Get out 1 arrival, Southwest 2970, and do we need to maintain 280?
Yeah, larger and longer.
Southwest 1348. Yeah, maintain 280 now. For now, no. If I can speed jet, I'll let you know.
I've had this bug like once or twice before.
Answer Delta 111. Can we step away while we climb?
Sing a little melody in there. If it wasn't super busy, I feel bad for the controller.
Southwest 617, clear direct to Nick, November, India, Charlie, Kilo.
Clear direct, Nick, Southwest 617.
Okay, we're like blazing through the speed over here. I don't know what happened. There's this at 250.
Southwest 1348, you call me earlier?
Are you able to move your view? Yes.
Southwest 1348, descend via the get out 1 arrival, the Orlando altimeter 2992.
So
it's still, it's the zoom, like, here I am, see?
And Southwest 2970, I gave you descend via, correct?
Hey, firm, descend via get out 1.
Thanks, just forgot to make the note. JetBlue 495, contact approach 134.05.
134.05, good day, JetBlue 495.
As I recall, Hawks, when we get closer to landing, it stops or something.
JetBlue 383, reduced to 230 knots, 230 130 knots, and then published speeds after that.
Down to 230 on the speed, and then published speeds after that, just for the other guy. JetBlue 383.
Center Gamble 31's clear of that.
It is dark. Turn on the dome light. Oh, it's all doing it now.
Justice Center, can you let United 414 know when we can get our IFR clearance? Yeah, I just got a couple more things to work through here, and then I'll get right back to you. Appreciate your patience. All good, man. Take your time.
The plane is possessed. Once you land, will you do a tour of the airport? Yes, I will. You download the haunted house mod.
Gambler 3-1 taxi to
Does it do it in the cabin? I'm just curious.
Jet Center, good evening, Delta 1497 leaving 15,900, climbing
Cabin's fine.
360.
Oh, that did it.
Delta 1497, Jack Center, roger. And let's see, American 1979.
So I swapped out of the cockpit, I went to the external and back in Hawks, and now it's fine.
4.05, American 1979. Good day, great job.
Thank you. JetBlue 383, contact Orlando approach 134.05. Let them know your speed. We'll see you.
Over to approach, thanks to the great ATC. JetBlue 383.
And
1, 2, 3. Orlando approach, good evening. JetBlue 383, flight level 120 on the get out, one arrival, speed restriction of 230 knots.
JetBlue 383, Orlando approach, altimeter 29992, expect ILS 17 right approach.
ILS 17 right approach for JetBlue 383.
Orlando approach, good day, American 1979, 11,000, sending the result, get out 1, and we have information hotel.
American 1979, Orlando approach, altimeter 29992, expect ILS 17 right approach.
Stuck in the mud somewhere in the conga line. Boy, it's like, imagine like being that like, you know, of an annoying.
South 1951, contact approach 123.85.
123.85.
JetBlue 495, contact approach 123.85.
123.85, good day.
What's up, tubes? Just in time for landing. It does hurt inside. We've only heard it once so far, but when it does, it hurts. Almost at 10,000 feet. Wow, look at that. Looking outside my window, it looks, well, it doesn't look like that. It looks like, it's too much red in the sky. It's very dark where I am right now. All right, 10,000 feet. Landing lights coming back on. Noise canceling headphones coming off. Tubes, you missed a rare what's it called? Sighting. And he claims he was sober. Even more rare.
South 1951, you have frequency?
So we're doing 17 right, which is fine. Just looking at that means it's gonna be a long taxi, which is good. You'll be able to see more of the airport. But we will be taking the Echo 4 bridge. I could ask for 18 right, but I think it's going to cause them some problems at this point. It's fine. We'll get in faster.
American 1979, contact approach 123.85.
123.85, American 1979, good day.
JetBlue 383, contact approach 123.85, good day.
2385, thanks to the ADC. JetBlue 383.
Got it. JetBlue 495, you're approximately 10 miles from the final approach fix. Maintain 10 knots, still 5 mile final, clear the ILS runway 17 right.
Noah!
180 until 5 mile final, and cleared for the approach runway was to the right, JetBlue 495.
Approach, good day, American 1979, 7000.
American 1979, Orlando approach, hello, fly heading 230, descend maintain 3000, vectors to final.
Heading 230 and down, what was that altitude again for American 1979?
It's going to be 3000.
Heading 230 down 3000, American 1979.
Orlando approach, good evening. JetBlue 383, 7,000 feet, get out 1 arrival.
JetBlue 383, Orlando approach, hello, it's going to be the ILS runway 17 right approach, altimeter is 29902, descend maintain 3000.
Down to 3,000, ILS 17 right approach for JetBlue 383.
JetBlue 393, fly heading 240, vectors for short approach.
Have heading 240 for 383. Heading back
approach, good evening, Chris Southwest 526, descending through 6,000 and 500, the rides too.
American 1979, heading 200, join the localizer.
Heading 200, join 17 right, localizer, American 1979.
Southwest 526, Orlando approach, hello, it's going to be the ILS runway 17 right, altimeter is 29902, descend and maintain 4000.
Good, descend 4000, 17 right for Southwest 526.
What's tower on? Can I anticipate that? Should be East Tower. But I'll wait. I should be able to hear them. Squeeze set play action, exactly. I would have preferred 1-8 right, but that's fine. Since we're going to Terminal C, it doesn't matter, I don't think. I just hope that bridge works. Otherwise, we're in trouble. According to what people have said, the bridge in Taxiway Juliet doesn't work. But there is a bridge on Echo and Foxtrot. So we'll find out. It'll be fine.
JetBlue 495.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry, JetBlue 495, yeah, call the tower now, 11845, good day.
1845. Thank you.
American 1979, same for you, 1845, have a good one.
Are we clear for the approach, American 1979?
Affirm.
We're clear for the approach, now over to tower, 1845, American 1979.
JetBlue 383, fly heading 200, maintain 3000 till established, clear to ILS runway 17 right approach.
Heading 200, maintain 3000 till established, clear for the ILS 17 right approach. JetBlue 383.
Southwest 526, turn left, heading 260, vectors to final.
Heading 260 for Southwest 526.
Y'all wanted to see a really cloudy, rainy day in Orlando for the tour of the new airport scenery, right? That's always what people want to see. All right, we're on the localizer.
Southwest 1951, low 2, left turn heading 060, vectors for sequence.
Left
and I'll hold the speed until we get to the until the glide slope kicks in. They go around
526,
17 right
please.
Is 3,000.
JetBlue 383, 190 knots until 5 mile final, please.
190 knots until 5 mile final for JetBlue 383.
Delta 1214, descending jet arrival.
Delta 1214, expedite descent down to 3000 for the ILS 17 right, fly heading 200, join the localizer.
3000, flying 200, join the localizer, Delta 1214.
1214, expedite your descent, please.
Yes, we'll expedite 1214.
Southwest 526, say speed.
Orlando approach, Southwest 2133, inbound, Gout 1 arrival.
Southwest 526.
The Gout 1 guy again.
200, join the localizer, descend maintain 3000.
719 3000, turn left heading 200, John local, other for Southwest 526.
Southwest 1951, right turn now, right heading 130, vectors to final.
130 for 1951.
Well, we're on the glide, so I gotta
approach Southwest
maintain it for
2133,
speed.
7000, with you.
With
Southwest
you.
133, Orlando approach, I'll fly back.
Roger.
Delta 1214, speed 170, please.
Speed 170, 1214.
Southwest 526, speed 180.
Oh.
180 for Southwest 526.
Southwest 526, you're 3 miles from final approach, fix, maintain 3000 till established, cleared out, last runway 17 right approach.
Okay, 3000 till established, cleared out, 17 right approach, Southwest 526.
JetBlue 383, tower 18.5 today.
Tower, thanks to the great ATC. JetBlue 33.
Southwest 526, tower 18.
Unstable approach for vectored high.
Already end of the stream? Nice, E3N. Orlando Tower, good evening. JetBlue 383, 17 right.
JetBlue 383, wind 070 at 9er, runway 17 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 17 right, 323. People are asking, what is that all about? It's what we say here. That's pretty standard operating procedure here at JetBlue. Who am I to argue with it? All right, let's get ready for landing. Off. Flaps. Full.
JetBlue 495 until late.
JetBlue 495, thank you, sir. Contact ground 121.8.
What's 118, thank you.
It's on ground anyway. All right, I'll take it at. I'll take it now. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now.
Southwest
17 left is the longest taxi to the gates ever. Yeah. That's the international, like the heavies go there.
526, reduce speed to minimum approach speed if you can. Or do you see the traffic in front of you landing?
For Southwest 526, that's primitive. We were trying to slow down. I wasn't descending nothing about that.
Roger, let me know if you'll be able to get in behind him when he lands. If not, I'll send you around.
I think that's the guy behind me.
Southwest 526, roger.
Got a bit of a cross. We have a nice strong cross breeze. 17 knots. We're too far on the right and too far up. High. Is that a helicopter hovering over the other side? No, that's an airplane that went around.
Yeah, American 1979 over departure.
I am way high on this arrival. Holy smokes. We're gonna get down. I mean, the runways in Orlando are so long.
American 1979, go ahead.
It really doesn't matter.
Do you want us over to departure? We're on the go.
American 1979, Orlando Tower, go ahead.
Yeah, we'd be welcome to contact departure.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, contact departure 124.8.
5.
And we're down. Versus green. Yeah, we were high on the arrival. We're gonna get out of here.
Southwest 526, climb maintain 3000, flat runway heading.
We're all heading up to 3000, Southwest 526.
Flaps, slats up. Position. Welcome to Orlando. Orlando Tower, JetBlue 383, clear runway 17 right. What are we on? Hotel 7?
Southwest 526, contact departure 124.8. Let him know I'll get his hands off to him in a moment.
Runway 17 right, Hotel 1, ready for departure.
All air traffic stand by. Southwest 526, contact departure on 124.8.
Okay, roger, 24 for departure, sorry, you guys stepped on for Southwest 526.
Yeah, by several. JetBlue 383, contact ground 121.8.
Ground, thanks to the ATC 383.
JetBlue 495, contact ground 121.
1845, we'll see you.
Orlando ground, good evening. JetBlue 323, clear runway 17 right on Hotel 7, requesting taxi to Terminal Charlie.
Okay, Terminal Charlie is South Terminal, is it correct?
Yes, sir, for 383.
Okay, JetBlue 383, taxi to the gates via Hotel Foxtrot Echo 1, and please give way company Airbus 320, taxi left or right on Hotel.
Hotel Foxtrot Echo 1, and we'll give away to company for JetBlue 383.
JetBlue 495, he can go. We can't make that turn on Hotel.
Roger that, we'll get out of your way.
Underground American 461, airside 3, requesting taxi, 1 minute left.
Okay, American 461 on the ground, hello. Okay, runway 18 left, taxi via Bravo 7 Charlie, Bravo 1.
I copy 18 left via Bravo 7 Charlie, Bravo 1, American 461.
Southwest 1234, contact tower 124.3, have a flight.
Contacting tower at 121.3.
Like Paul DeSobo so far? Well, most noticeable different, well, obviously the new gates will be, that's like one thing.
Going to tower at 124.
Ox, yes, very excited for the, very excited for the new Phoenix update, finally.
Good evening, Shamrock 120, heavy ABT uniform at spot 2.
Foxtrot?
Echo 1, ready for taxi.
Yes.
Okay, and 12, 1 to go.
Just kidding. That's Foxtrot.
Okay, thank you for uniform, and runway 17 right, taxi via Charlie, Echo.
The buildings definitely look different. Like, that terminal building looks much different, I feel like. We'll take a look around the airport once we get to the gate. That's a lot of drivers. That's new. These things were never here before.
921, ready for taxi.
Southwest 921, Orlando ground, hello. Okay, I need to amend your cruise altitude. The rest of the clearance will be remain unchanged. Please advise when there is a copy.
Ready to copy, go ahead.
Okay, Southwest 921, amended flight altitude is, flight level is 220, the rest of the clearance is unchanged.
220, Southwest 921.
Okay, Southwest 921, read back correct, please squawk 6221 for me.
I'll take a look when we, I'll look more when we get to the gate. I'm afraid of, like, venturing off. By the way, I have photogrammetry on, everybody, and this bridge works fine, as you can see here.
Orlando ground, good evening. Silver Wings 54 with uniform, ready for
With you! Alright, so we need...
Silver Wings 54, Orlando ground, hello.
234.
Okay. I don't see you. Okay, please stand by. Southwest 921, runway 17 right, taxi via Echo Hotel 1.
Echo Hotel 1417 right, Southwest 921.
Southwest 2904, my frequency.
Echo 2. Echo 1.
Southwest 2904, contact tower 118.550, have a flight.
So as I said, we'll take a look at the, all the scenery and stuff.
Delta 1124 on my frequency.
Delta 1124.
There's the new terminal over there, on our left.
Delta 1124, contact tower 118.450, have a flight.
And This is Echo 1.
Delta 1124, have a good day.
American 1312 for taxi. Yeah, uniform board.
American 1312, please stand by, call me in a minute, break, Silver Wings.
234 is on the top
Silver Wings,
left.
that was calling for taxi.
Top right.
Please say your call sign again.
We're going to take...
54 and confirm squawk 1012.
Hux, have a good one, man. Thanks for joining us.
FedEx 982 Heavy, short of Alpha on Alpha 2.
Okay, please stand by.
I'll take my next
not
left
all
here.
at the one time. Silver 54. Oh yes. Runway 17 right, taxi.
I don't know what happened there, but that's awkward. 234 over there on the line. Found it.
Orlando ground, American 4525, airside number 3, ready for taxi with uniform.
Guys, please stand by for a second. Sorry about this. I need to coordinate with the tower controller for a second. Please stand by.
And here we are. Well, the gate worked. I was paranoid that the number didn't work. TSX,
monitor tower 124.3, hold flat.
Over to tower on 124.3, good day.
Silver 54, runway 17 right, taxi
right.
via
APU's on.
Juliet 1, Charlie, Echo, Hotel 1.
17 right via Juliet 1, Charlie, Echo, Hotel 1. And can you confirm squawk code 1012 for Silver 54?
Silver 54, just give me a
Welcome
second.
to Orlando, everybody. Juan, that's UN 237. Nice. That was weird. The wheels are doing that weird thing, though. What the? Okay, that's bizarre. Well, here we are in the new, this is the Terminal C. Very loud. The textures, I don't know. These textures don't look too bad. So, these textures don't look too bad, but the main textures, like those textures, look terrible. I don't know why that is the case, but to look at the ramp chart, it shows the proper taxiway to enter the ramp. Is that, so, was I the guy, who was right then? Because my instruction, to be fair, I was just given Echo 1 to enter, and there was an Aer Lingus that was coming right at me. Yeah, the wheels are doing that weird thing. They look better in the daytime. Let me change to daytime. I mean, the terminal looks good. Like, I feel like the terminal's fine. I don't know what's going on with my jetway. Never mind, that's just GSX. Like, that doesn't look terrible, but I feel like, northbound on Echo 1? Well, the thing is, he gave me Echo 1 southbound on Bravo. Yes, the ground guy gave me Echo 1. So, it is what it is, but I guess it was my fault. I mean, listen, this is not, I'm not very impressed by the actual building. Granted, I've always, when people do this, I'm like, oh, look, the, you know, the road here doesn't look very good. And it's like, okay, but how often do you ever look at this? Never. You fly over it. As long as the gate areas look okay, that's all that really matters, I feel like. There's one over there on 237. plane I almost ran into. Looks like it was made in Blender. I'm sure it has. I mean, things that really bother me more is like this. The ground, like, clearly no one worked on this. This is satellite imagery, right? He literally had you and the aircraft facing each other, correct? Ground doesn't always, yeah, I agree. I was lucky to just be able to only run into one aircraft. Let's take a look at the other terminals over here. How much does this pay? We're at 25 bucks. That's the problem. If this were $10, I wouldn't really mind it. But at $25, that's a lot. I mean, I'm hopeful that there'll be more fixes and tweaks, but... I mean, really, what this boils down to, in my opinion, in its current state, I'm sure maybe in the future it'll improve. This guy's lost here, this JetBlue. How much do you really want the south terminal? Because, you know, these terminals over here, you know, airside 1, 2, 3, 4, they look nice. Newark offer, is that supposed to be Newark or K? I don't know what KWER is. Take a look at the ramp chart we have in Discord. Oh yeah, we'll do. I mean, I'm just happy to have South Terminal. That's important to me. But if you don't care about the South Terminal, then I might wait on this scenery. Just because, I mean, the ground textures are not impressive. Obviously, we all know about the photogrammetry, which will be fixed in a patch, I'm sure. I'm not too worried about that. But, like, I feel like the ground texture should be better for $25. That's all. This is airside 3, I believe. Newark, yeah. JetBlue guys just hanging out over here. A lot of lost JetBlue planes. I mean, this looks fine. But I always thought the airside 1, you know, airside 1, 2, 3, 4 was fine with, let's go look at airside 1. Was fine with, what's it called? It was always fine with, the Sobo one. This is sad compared to the P3D stuff. I'm just I think what's disappointing to me the most are the ground textures. Like, look at this, like this. This parking lot looks terrible. That's the disappointing thing. The gates look fine, but this look at this. Look at the road here. I mean, the sign is correct, but now again, here's the counter. The counter argument to all that is, how often do you all look at, like, how often do you look at this level? You don't. You fly in, you fly over it. The gates work, or look okay. You know? I'm gonna look at these gates because I've seen these gates so many times. I mean, they look good. I don't have any problem with the gates. The buildings look fine. We'll take a look at the landing in a second. We got a lot of planes coming in. Holy smokes. So, here's what I would say. My review of it, based on where it is today, and it could change. I can't see any difference. Maybe interior. Let me see if I can get you some interior reviews. Let's see if Orlando Chili's is modeled. I mean, yeah, you're right. Basically, what you're paying for right now, in its current state, is the South Terminal. That's the biggest upgrade that you're getting. The gates, the airside 1, 2, 3, 4 look pretty much the same. The ground textures are pretty disappointing. And I did download, when you download it, you get two packages. One is the airport, and one is what I thought were ground textures, but clearly it's not working. Orlando's one of the top picks destinations in MFS. They should have invested a little more time on this payware. I mean, it's possible that there's more updates coming. No, there's no Orlando Chili's here, I'm sad to say. No. I don't really, I mean, look, I don't care about the buildings per se. I mean, as long as they look okay from the air. But it's the ground textures are probably the most disappointing thing. fence. Yeah. The air sides look the same to me. Yeah, I wish we had. What I should have done is I should fire up my laptop, which has the Sobo version, and have like side by side. But that's a lot of production value right there.
Ground 8170 Charlie requesting taxi to the engine.
November 8170 Charlie.
I was just seeing if there's anything in the tower. I don't see anything modeled inside. These bridges do work though here on Echo and Foxtrot, so that's good. And again, this is what you're seeing right now is what I think is the selling point of the scenery, is that you're getting the South Terminal, which who knows if you'll ever get it with the Sobo. Rona.
217 right via Hotel 118.450. Good night, 7
you know, I try to, I think the one thing that I think is a problem is this. The ground textures look terrible. Now, here's the thing. When I downloaded it, let me see if I can pull up on Sim Market. There were two files. I'm not going to dox myself over here, buddy. Product updates? Products? Yeah, so as you can see here, pretty sure I'm not showing you anything you're not supposed to see. There's two files. There's the Taxi2Gate Orlando, like this is the airport, and this is the KMCO imagery. I don't think this works. Maybe that's the problem. The Orlando imagery, because this looks terrible. The satellite imagery. And I don't know, Juan, does it look like that on yours as well? Is only aerial imagery and you should use it if you don't want this out? Is only aerial imagery and you should use it if you don't want the South Terminal on top of the construction site, correct? And for me, I hate to say it, but it's worth it. But I'm disappointed with the textures, because the buildings, the terminals are fine, good enough. Money grab to you. I mean, well, anything you do for profit is a money grab. Let's try this. I think I'm hopeful that I did something wrong with the these are broken. I don't like watch the jetway. I'm not even talking about the wheels. I don't even care about the wheels, which are broken, but this has done this before where it disappears. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, right now it's okay. Yeah, I mean that's true, Rhoda. It shouldn't be like this out of the box. I think it's a fair point. And again, I'm disappointed with the ground textures. To me, I'm going to say what Juan said, which is really just the south terminal. That's what it's all about, and that's what you're really paying for with this. So, if you don't care about the south terminal, then yeah, I think you're totally fine keeping it the way it is. Let's look at the replay on landing. I'm going to disconnect from the network. Oh wait, first I'm going to minus 186 on the landing. That's complete. Get rid of that. Disconnect. Get rid of that. Let's go out of this view. Let's go out of this view. Stop. Load. And let's go back to real time. You can use the scenery without the KMCO imagery. Yeah, but what does it do? That's what I don't understand, because it doesn't look very good. I thought the KMCO imagery would be like a ortho, like you would find in like an X-plane or something. There should be a simulator where you could be a pilot, passenger, and airport staff. I don't know about the airport staff, but there is a passenger simulator. I remember seeing something like that. So here's the arrival. I was a little high on the arrival. I don't know. I mean, I was being a little aggressive with trying to take control of myself. So, as you see by the pappy lights, I was a little too high. Interesting. Oh, I see one. Okay. I'll have to take a look at it without the imagery. I'd be curious what that looks like. I might even... Hang on. Let's get rid of it and try restarting the sim. It won't take very long once the sim is started up. You're actually the first YouTuber I've seen showcasing the scenery. Awesome. Came in high, too. I don't know. It's like I shouldn't have been that high. I had a pretty good approach otherwise. Let me see. Here's what the passengers saw. Ground marking on taxiways are really good. Yeah, that's true. See, like, that building... Hold on a second. See, am I being overly dramatic here with this? That building... Those buildings look bad. Maybe because the ground textures are so bad, but they look, like, too bright. Like, they're almost like SimCity-ish? I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly critical on this. Straight from P3D. Yeah, exactly. Like, that terminal building, now at night, I agree with you, Juan. They look much worse at night than they do in the daytime. Those towers look bad. The antennas, whatever those are. The Sobo non... Nice. What? That's what I want. Sorry, it takes me a while to get where I want to go. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to get rid of the imagery pack and see what happens there. I'm very curious. Because the ground textures look terrible. And I think it's because, like Juan said, they're aerial and they're meant to be, like, seen from the air and not from the ground, I guess, which I don't understand what that's about. What am I doing? Another Cancun approach? We're overdue for one. I'd love to do another one. All right, let's take a look at that really quick. Stop this. All right, so let's do this. Alt F4. So KMCO imagery. Let me see if I can... what that looks like. Community. Hopefully it's labeled well enough. KMCO imagery. There you go. Delete. Okay, let's try it now. I didn't miss touchdowns on Max. You were not wrong. That wasn't a great landing. I was too high on it. But I was definitely not going around. There was no chance of that. Juan says, in P3D before dynamic lighting was a thing, they had to create night textures for each building. Right, and that's why I was always like, people would run out of VRAM, and I remember people having so many issues with P3D because of that. Let me mute that for a minute. It's just, yeah, I'm not in love with the new scenery. I like the new South Terminal. Listen, there's a South Terminal. Now, you can make the argument, and rightfully so, that, I mean, there should have been a freeware South Terminal for a long time, if you ask. I'm surprised no one ever made one. But at least it's a South Terminal. But for $25, I would say in its current state, unless you're someone like myself who does a lot of flights in and out of Orlando, and a lot of flights in and out of Orlando on JetBlue, I don't know that it's necessarily a pickup right now. The Asobo one is pretty good. Hopefully, with a couple of patches and updates, assuming Taxi2Gate does that, it will be in a much better state. But for an airport that maybe you fly casually to, like, if, for an example, if this were Buffalo or Detroit to me, because those are airports I fly to like once in a blue moon. You know, for any bills, it was worth it because it was that good. But if that's the kind of like rare flights that you take, I don't know that it's worth $25 for, because the Asobo, if you have the Asobo handcrafted one, which I forget which versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator it came with, but if you have that, it's not too bad. I really believe that. Once in a JetBlue moon, exactly. Is it the? I mean, it's definitely not what I had really had hoped for, had my heart set on. I was really imagining a significant lift from the Asobo version, not only just the South Terminal, but just in general, you know. Next week, KMCO review for Microsoft Flight isn't worth $25. I don't know that I'll ever do a scenery review. It's a little much, but yeah. Now listen, Mr. Dabup, if we get like a month out of here and there's no update, then I think we've got to slam him for that. I think that's fair. But I have heard that there's an update coming to fix like the photogrammetry problem. So hopefully that will be the case. I'm very curious what the imagery thing does. Hopefully next World Update USA will focus on southwestern side of the country. Yeah. I just enjoy it. They do a good job with the World Updates. Needed to release the scenery for the event. Well, I believe the event was created. I could be wrong on this, but I was under the impression that the event was created because the scenery release was announced. That Taxi2Gate announced it, and then ZJX, on their own accord, decided to do an event to celebrate it. I could be wrong on that. That's what I've been told. Chicken, meat, egg. Exactly. That's also true. I mean, I would argue. I think you're absolutely right, Savage, that there is that this could have benefited. Like this release could have benefited from another couple days of some seasoning, some extra work there. No doubt about it. Who's going to Kjfk-Kmco this year? I will not be there. I've got a family trip around the same time, even if I wanted to go. But I am. Are you going, Captain Aurora? I went to Kjfk-Kmco in 2019, the one that was in Orlando, and it was cool. I enjoyed it. I wish I really could go now because I know way more people in the community than I did back then. So I think I would have gotten more out of it. All right, let's take a look at the scenery now. So let's go. Well, it's raining, I guess. Go out of here. Switch the daytime. Oh, that's worse. No, Juan, no, now it's back to a construction site, right? Yeah, that's worse. Don't delete the do not, I repeat, do not delete the imagery file. Because now the South Terminal is on a construction site. But does the rest of it look okay? That's the question. So okay. This was terrible. But does the rest of it look okay? I gotta move up the camera speed here. I mean, by the way, these buildings do look better in the daytime. So these were the awful buildings I said before. So if we go back to weather. Yes, these buildings look how bad that building looks in here. But then you move it back to the daytime, and it doesn't look so bad. I'm not gonna lie, the south gates look nice, just dead for $25. I want people walking around. Yeah, that's also true. I mean, that's fair. So the ground textures look way better over here because this is obviously photogrammetry. This is Bing. Yeah, boy, pick your poison. What happened to the gate over here? Is this always like this? I think so, actually. Oops. to check out the gates that are the bridge that's broken. Hold on a second. More life hacks. So where's this broken bridge? The bridge is working. Is it the anti-aliasing? So I have photogrammetry on, right? General options, data. Yeah, photogrammetry is on. Is there like a... Oh, I think I see the problem. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. That's broken. But the other one's not broken? Because this is what I taxied on this one already. Now, I thought it was the TAA, but it's not. So this one is fine. I mean, the anti-aliasing, you're right. But the point is there's no gap over there. Okay. The Chili's is not there, Savage. No, we already looked. I know. You can already hear the table being flipped. No, this is it. This is what's in the... Oh, wait, did these look better? Oh, I gotta... No, this still looks bad. I'm looking at the roads now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know which is worse, honestly, with or without it. I know I'm comparing apples to pears, but I'd much rather buy GSX than until... Wait, what? I know I'm comparing apples to pears, but I'd much more rather buy GSX than this until there's a patch. Yes, I agree. Especially since GSX you can use at any airport. Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing because it's not... It delivers on the promise of a south terminal, and literally that's it. Beyond that, it's just no bueno. And this looks... Yeah, I gotta put the imagery back in. Because without the imagery file, now it's a construction site, which I believe Juan warned me about. MCO deserves fly Tampa Boston quality. Oh, I agree. I mean, you can make the argument that there's about 20 airports that deserve that. But this, unfortunately, is a disappointment. Now, listen, there could be a couple updates, and maybe it'll fix itself, and... Am I still on? Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to see if I can see the traffic coming back in again. Hopefully I'm not on top of anybody. Anyway, let's review it again a month from now. Yeah, for sure. We always do a lot of flights out of Orlando. So if it's gonna update, it'll be, we'll know about it, certainly, and I'll obviously share if there's been any significant updates there. It also amazes me how many JetBlue planes are on the wrong gates. That JetBlue is not in the right place. I saw a bunch at, oh, wait, this is Airside 1? Yeah, well, see, there's two JetBlues here at Airside 1. Obviously, JetBlue doesn't park there. But if they don't have the new scenery, then that's the only option you got. Anywho. Thank you all for joining me here. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you to Mr. Dabup for renewing your membership. I do appreciate that. Thank you again for everybody for sticking around, saying hello, and we'll catch you on the next live stream, whenever the heck that is. I have no idea. Have a good one, guys. See ya.